Ugh. Hello! Sorry guys, I was yapping. And making coffee. I'm back now. It's time. It's time! Let's begin. Wait. I can't say that until I get the Halo 2 soundtrack rolling. Boom. Holy clickbait, he finished it last stream. I'm finishing it again. I had so much fun finishing it the first time, I thought, why not do it a second time? Boo! Scared you. Welcome back! You guys, it's the very last, on God, totally final, absolute, never again, completely finished, and done stream that will conclude and complete and be finalized for the last time. On baby, bro. That's true. That's true. It's good to see you guys, though. Welcome back. Welcome back. Dude, we actually did so much yesterday. Not yesterday. The day before yesterday. Did I stream yesterday? I don't think I did. The day before yesterday, we did so much. My God, we did so much, dude. Wait, you guys want to see something cool? All right, this is a little buggy because I found out OBS has actually had a bug in it for like 6 years, which makes it a little glitchy, but check this out. Check this out. I'm about to go AFK, and then I... Boop, and then I'm back from AFK. Look at that, dude. That's cool. I spent so long on that. It took forever. But since I couldn't stream yesterday, I just decided to make that instead. That's so cool. I'm glad I made that. Unfortunately, it does this annoying flicker bug where it like flickers the last frame on screen, but that's not anything I can change. It's OBS, so I have to do some weird hacky workaround later because OBS is bugged out, which is stupid. It's supposed to be... I literally made it super smooth, and then OBS is like, I'm going to play the last frame of your animation first. Like, okay, cool, OBS. I was literally looking at it before stream, I was like, why does that happen? And people back in 2019 were like, yeah, this is bugged. And then the fucking GitHub threads and pull requests have been going since then. And nobody fixed it. Even though some random guy already fixed it. They just won't put his pull request in. It's fine. You don't miss out on much. It was mostly red team bullying blue team. Oh, I know. I missed the playtest. I'm sorry. I literally woke up late as hell today because I was at a party till like 4 a.m. last night. I was so tired. I was so tired. Oh. You didn't miss out much, though. That's good, at least. That's good. I didn't know there was gonna be a playtest so soon. I thought it was gonna be like at least a week or two. I didn't know it was gonna happen that fast, dude. That's crazy. Red team is obviously better because red means it goes faster. I mean, that's objectively true. You literally can't even argue with that. That's completely factual. Anyway, guys, we got so much to do today. I'm so excited. Thank you for the 20 months, Oyster! It's good to see you! Welcome back, welcome back. Hey, Rejector, remember when we played Halo Wars Frontline and I beat you? And, first of all, no. And then he said, and we ran into each other. Yeah, me neither. Anyways, wash your hands. I will never wash my hands. It's way more efficient to just put my hands in the pee stream and then just dry them off. It's like I don't even have to go to the sink and turn the faucet on. So, like, I think that's actually just a much more reasonable, logical, and efficient way of going about life day to day. So you can't stop me. Posture check. My posture? It's okay. My back's straight. My neck hunches a little bit. Look, all right. Let me. I'm gonna pull my chair forward. Hang on, watch this. All right. This is my neck back. Normally I'm like kind of hunched, but if I neck back, pull the chair forward a bit. Ooh, yeah, there we go. That's some good posture right there. You're in a sterile. True, dude. That's why doctors piss on all their tools right before they use them when they're operating on somebody. Everybody knows this, and yet people act like it's not real. Yum. Anyway, guys, so yesterday we did something that was so long-standing and so needed. In fact, Zophie has been... Dude, you would not believe... Obviously, I didn't stream yesterday, but Zophie was cooking all day yesterday to an insane degree. I don't know where she is or what she's doing right now, but dude, all of the issues... Not even issues, all the little quirks and minor things when it came to Zophie's new shadowing system here for Halo 3 look so good. Oh my God, they look so good. Okay, check this out. For example, when you come into this room here, right? Right now, that's a light. However, the shadow being cast from this giant base object is also, for whatever reason, just due to the math, it's dulling the light. That doesn't make any sense. A light should beat the shadow every single time. A shadow is a lack of light. Yet, because Halo 3's gotten this really simple dynamic light system, you know, stuff like that happens where these bright areas in here, unfortunately, end up just becoming really dull. And that's just because it's a super optimized Xbox 360 style shadow. Zophie literally fixed that. She was working so hard. I don't even know why. She's just like maxed out Halo 3's shader graphical potential. It looks insane. Actually insane. It's so cool. It's so cool. You know, said, oh, if you send the shader, I'll be so happy. All right, but so that's not all that we did yesterday, obviously. Well, and specifically that was what Zophie was doing. We tweaked a bunch of stuff here on the ever lovely Spire, because let's be real, dude, the Spire, I started making this thing so long ago. I've spent so much time improving it. It's such a large object, well, series of objects. And one of the big things we did yesterday was this, okay, collision. There was a long time where you could just walk through walls here. Like, look at all this walking that you could do. Now it's completely solid. You literally can't engage with any wall, anywhere. Everything is super awesome and solid. So there's now no longer the ability for any player to ever, like, just go through and just blah, you know. Even these things, people could walk through these ever since Permafrost came out. Now they're completely solid. It's phenomenal. It's HBAO. Wait, what is HBAO? I know SSAO. What is HBAO? What does that sound? Oh, that's the Spire. It's working hard. I added a bunch of Spire sounds not that long ago. Probably like, well, it was closer to like 2-3 weeks ago now. But yeah, there's a bunch of different sound effects in the Spire these days. Weirdly enough, why is there no, there should be an effect playing on this. Where'd my fancy effect go? I lost my cool effect! Are they both gone? No! I did lose my cool effects. There's supposed to be some glowy effects right there. Hold on, we gotta fix that, man. Well, horizon-based ambient occlusion. Never heard of that. That sounds interesting. How does it work differently from regular ambient occlusion? Give time, I'll see what I can do. Hey, all I'm saying is ODST got that ambient occlusion. Halo 3 could get it. It could get it, maybe, possibly. Actually, I think ambient occlusion actually works already in Halo 3, if I'm not mistaken. There's a script for it. Honestly, Green Claw did a terrible job. I had to baby it for like 8 hours. Yeah, do be doing that. When you do some stuff like Halo out of scope of an LLM's understanding of stuff, I am not surprised. I've been babying codecs for days now. Dude, it's like they're so powerful and they have so much potential, but then you throw like some specific random thing at it and it's like, it has to learn so much and then its context of the situation gets summarized down and then it starts forgetting stuff and you're like, fuck! ODST doesn't have AO? Oh, but it does. In fact, I think that actually part of it got ported over. Ambient occlusion. Shoot, there's literally a command for it. I have it in the Ultimate Forge scripts. I just had to do it. I had to do it to him. Look at that new little fancy AFK thing. It covers the tip bar and my face. It's so cool. Where the fuck is High Charity? It's right fucking there, Quodza. Alright, right fucking there. That's where the fuck it is. My worldview has been rearranged as it should. As it should. Alright, I wanted to check my scripts really fast for Ultimate Forge Mombasa Sandbox, because I did enable ambient occlusion on it, but the problem with Mombasa's ambient occlusion is the map is so flat. I did see a difference occur when I enabled it, but unfortunately I never actually noticed any like major meaningful change visually, because again, the map is like a fucking Minecraft super flat world. So I want to try it out here and just enable it through some quick scripting and see what it's got. Let's see, we got ambient, maybe AO. Oh yeah, SSAO enable. Plus you can choose radius, intensity, sample Z threshold. There's even color grading and light shafts, but I'm not sure if those work. But SSAO does do something. SSAO enable 1. It's funny that it's not even a boolean. It's a fucking short. Okay, bro. Anyway, I'm going to probably just try to put it into the actual... Look, I know, but the problem is I don't know how effective it is. I know I've seen it darken surfaces and things before. Like I said on Mombasa Sandbox, I had it enabled there because I was like, oh, well, it's ODST. This is probably an ODST ported thing. It could be broken and not even work that good, but I'll give it a look-see. It's weirdly enough enabled via map scripts and commands, of all things, so that's a little weird, but, you know, whatever. It doesn't work properly. That sounds about right. That doesn't surprise me at all. Levels, multi. I'm gonna at least try it though. See what happens if I like mess around with some of the settings. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, so we're gonna do SSAO enable. SSAO enable 1. Okay, something happened. It got darker for sure. You can see the difference. It does look kind of busted, not gonna lie. Doing something. The whole map got darker. The shading intensified. It's definitely doing things. Like here, there's before and after. Off, on, off, on. A little bit weird. Intensity default. I tried everything, just reading the correct buffer and leaves halo around objects. Ah, that makes sense. I say it would make your interiors look so much better. True. True. Look at the inside of Spire. I guess we could. Yeah, well, I mean, I think Zophie's right. Based on what I'm seeing here, it does kind of look like it's just drawing like a generic halo around stuff. It's almost like, it's kind of applying like a rim light, like an inverted rim light, but that's just darkening things, is kind of what it looks like. So, like, for example, if I look at this hill here, it'll probably have the middle of it get darker. Yeah, while the edges and other angles are just not as dark. Yeah, it's kind of just like an angle-based thing. It also, I can't tell for sure, but it looks like it might be based on the sunlight angle. No, yeah. It's doing something, but what doesn't make sense, Halo 4 is lacking SSAO completely. That's such a shame. It looks weird, though. Like, the effect that it has on stuff is so odd. It's like, actually, like, the bits of the tree that are poking out are getting shading, which is really strange. It's almost like it's inverted. Like, there's, like, a lack of shadow where you would actually expect some kind of SSAO to be. It almost looks like it's completely inverted. Like, look, there's a highlight on the edge there, whereas everything else is getting darker. It literally looks like the SSAO is completely inverted. Is that just me, or is it just completely fucking inverted? That's so cool that it's in there, though. Let me see, let me poke around really quickly again, because we do have some controls here that'd be funny if I, like, inverted the radius or something. I'm gonna quickly, these should already be set as defaults, but I'm gonna do SSAO radius 0.5, see if that adjusts anything. I'm gonna manually set all of these to their defaults, even though they're probably already good. Oh, they're not actually set to default, okay. And then intensity 1, SSAO, intensity 1. That didn't change anything, but the radius did. And the sample Z threshold is 0.5 defaults. SSAO sample Z thresh. Is it 2 H's on threshold this time? No, it's threshold. 0.5. What if I do like 1? Oh, that did something. 2. 5. 0.1. It's weird, dude. Look at the edge of the tree here. It's light along the ridge, along the edge. That's so funny because literally that's the inverse of what SSAO should be doing. As a screen space ambient occlusion, you would think it would kind of cast that behind it rather than this area is darker, which is so funny to me. Set to -1, didn't really do anything. 0.5. Let's try, let's set the radius to -0.5. Ain't no way. Oh! Well, I found a command to black out everything. Absurd ambient occlusion radius. Yeah, I think it's just bugged. We can somehow invert it. I don't know if that's absolutely it. It looks like it's inverted, but I'm not entirely sure if that is exactly what's going on. It just visually kind of looks like an inversion just based off of the way it casts, well, has a literal inverted lack of casting onto everything else. Plus, if you look at the edges of the trees here, which are the parts poking out the most, they seem to have actually the most shadowing on them, which really doesn't make any sense. I feel like it might just be inverted, but there's probably a lot more going on under the hood, considering this is like a scuffed SSAO implementation. But maybe not, because like if you look at the edge right there along that crease, like that's where you would expect ambient occlusion to show up the most, and yet it's the only place that ambient occlusion seems to just not be, which is so interesting. Yeah, everything else except the edges gets darker. What the fuck? That's so weird. Why? That's so odd. It's not feasible with engine change. That's a shame. That's interesting, though, that it has it. I kind of want to try light shafts now. There's some other post-processing effects that exist. I just don't know how much they actually work correctly. Color grading enable. There's nothing else other than color grading, so how do I edit the color grade? I'll try it. Color grading enable 1. Maybe it's controlled by like the camera effects or something. Light shafts enable 1. Well, I can't really expect a whole lot to come out of that, to be honest, because there's no settings that I know of for the light shafts, but that sure is a command that's in the game. Yeah, whatever. It does make me want to look in the camera effects. Maybe there's like a light shaft setting that got ported from ODST or something, because I know the way that the camera effects work did get slightly upgraded from ODST. I'm too curious not to at least poke around really quickly. It'd be really nice if I could visually improve things further. And Zophie's shader changes are already so nice. I cannot wait to see them in action. Wait, did Zophie send me them? Zophie sent me them! Let's go! Thank you, Zophie. I'm so interested in seeing how all this stuff is visually going to look. I wish I could... I want to do like a before and after, but I already have the base level shadows on here. You know what, though? I will do this. I will do this. I'm going to place a... kind of like how your setup was before. I'm going to place a warthog and a ghost, or like, you know, a snow hog right there. And then I'm going to place a ghost right here. Where's my ghost? Do I even have a ghost? Let's just do the blue AI ghost. We'll put him right here. All right. Try to get like a cool shot of him. Maybe like... Gotta move the ghost a little so we can actually see these cleaner and clearer. Okay, so we got Warthog, getting it pretty up close. We're gonna screenshot. We're gonna screenshot the ghost as well, my weird little blue AI ghost. Well, we sent me them, let's go. Yeah, there's fucking 10 command prompts, so I've been in my fucking PC blows up. Okay, so we have those screenshotted. We're gonna save those into the map really quickly. I'm gonna do this just because I think it looks cool and I want an excuse to do it. Look, it even darkens the screen. That's crazy. It should be playing a sound. It says it's playing a sound going, but I don't hear it. Do you guys hear it? Is it just on my end that you can't, that I don't hear the swoop sound? The flicker ruins it? I know. Apparently somebody has like a weird hacky workaround where you have to make like an invisible WebM that's like 0.5 seconds long and turn it into like a transition on it or something. Like, I don't know. I'll have to look into it later so it stops flickering. But it's literally been a bug in OBS that the devs, like, the people have already fixed the bug. They just have not accepted the pull request, and that was like 3 years ago. It only happens with transparent WebMs, which, as it turns out, is the most popular kind of overlay to use. Thank you for the 2, Jank.
Drake, you've had a lot of time to do this. Have you ever gotten your Twitch updated?
No. To be honest, it just hasn't been like a huge priority for me over the past couple of days. But I will. I definitely will, because that's been... I mean, I've just wanted to start dual streaming on Twitch. The fun thing about Twitch that interests me the most personally is that I could literally just do full-on... stock backup, text... Is that I can do full-on... variety shit. I don't even have to play Halo if I'm streaming on Twitch. I'll get way less viewers, sure, but like, I can do whatever I want. I'm crazy. I don't have to worry about it being on my YouTube channel. Twitch sucks? It sure does, dude. I hate Twitch. YouTube is objectively the better streaming platform for the creator, all right? Even your standard run-of-the-mill person on YouTube who gets monetized and has streaming enabled, it's a 70-30 split, which still sucks, but Twitch is like 50-50 or like 60-40 at best. When he's 7 Days to Die, dude. I was like, I'm an OG 7 Days to Die player. I literally was on that game right when it came out in like the alpha, pre-alpha, when there was like no content. It was just Minecraft, grungy Minecraft. It's V3.1 or 2. Yeah, I saw somebody playing it not that long ago, and I was like, this is not 7 Days to Die. This is like a completely different game from what I played. My computer is it's having a little poo right now. It's trying desperately to export Zophie's custom shaders. There are 5,000 files, though. That game ever get improved? I couldn't say. The only thing left is specular gloss in the ODST window box and the GPU light mapper. Then I'll probably start on Reach. That's insane! That's fucking nuts. Oh yeah, wait, specular gloss. Is there such a shader? If there is one for specular gloss specifically in Halo 3, I've straight up never used that. Ever. And also, shouldn't most of these shaders already, we see cooked horns, two-lobe, oh, you guys can't even see, this is what I'm looking at right now. Car paint, organism, glass. I don't see anything specifically for specular gloss in here, unless that's like a glass thing or something. Wait, what is cooked horns from Scrolling Cube? I've never used any of these now that I'm looking at it. Cooked horns with a rim fresnel, that's nice. Two-lobe fong with a tint map, I've used that one before. Two-lobe fong with a tint map is actually so goated. That's how I got the Halo Wars shaders to look so damn good on the bases, even though they're like a single material. I'm porting from H2H. What? That's insane. Is it done yet? Are we there yet? Oh, it's done. Huge. Okay, I'm booting up Halo 3 video game. I'm having too much fun with that. I feel like that came out really nicely. Gotta fix the fucking flicker because it is ruining it. It's making me so mad. But hey, now I don't need a dedicated AFK scene anymore. Not that I ever used it. I never wanted to use an AFK scene here on stream because, like, I want you guys to at least be able to see what's going on in the background while I'm AFK. So I like this because then I can just hit it, and then you can kind of still see what's going on behind everything. All these PBR is good, but I want the specular gloss from H2A so I can just plug assets in. No, that's so valid. That's so valid. Specular gloss is obviously not as visually impressive as PBR, but I do think certain specular gloss workflows can get close. It's like obviously very different by definition of the type of shader it is, but even I press B to exit the overlay, but it doesn't work. You can't exit. You're not allowed. I actually had one of the buttons was said, become bald, but then I decided not to do that. I was a little too brave, a little too bold. No more chair or kitty. That's right. I mean, I could, if I was feeling generous, I could leave the chair while going AFK. In fact, that will happen many times as I forget to enable that. I'm early. What up, Biohazard? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you're early, but I'm late. I started stream like 2 hours later than usual today. To be honest, well, one, I woke up late, and I needed to do some stuff, because I was up late for a party last night. But mostly I wanted to get some Overwatch games in. All right. Ooh, new shaders are in. Okay, let me see. First impressions. I think the drop shadows are a little lighter, and the casted shadows are also a bit lighter. They're less dark and intense. That's my first thought. In fact, oh wait, let me screenshot so we can do relatively good direct comparisons here. Boom, screenshot, and then I think I was roughly about here for the ghost. Wait for it. Boom, boom. I don't think there's like a cube map on the ghost. Oh no, there is. It's just this is using dynamics, so it's barely showing anything in this big open area. Warthog looks clean. Ooh, look at that subtle like shadowing going on right there. I don't even know. Is that from the bump map? That's sick. I like the way the bump maps get like extra dynamic shadowing detail on them. That's really cool. Or unless that's part of the texture I've never noticed. No, that's totally from the shadow because you can see the bump map is affecting it here too. Damn, that's so cool. Okay, and the massive ultra mega test over here. Oh, the illuminated areas, they're not being affected by lights. That's crazy, or being affected by shadows. The entire interior feels a bit brighter, but look, the illumination, they're flawless even in a giant dynamic shadow. That's so sick. Damn. Oh, you know what I should have asked you for, Zophie? Oh my god, I'm so dumb and I didn't even think about it. This. It's kind of hard to see. Where's a good angle? Because it's so fucking bright up here by the shield. Look at this. Reach fixed this. Halo 3 has not. In fact, I had to remove... So basic... Oh, I don't know if I should even request anything more of you because you've done so much. Oh, wait a minute. Zophie, the lights, the dynamic light, I don't know what you did, but the dynamic blue light is actually affecting the blue, the gold stuff here now. It's reflecting blue on this. It never did that before. I was always confused as to why it didn't. The blue light in here actually is reflecting properly as a dynamic light onto these surfaces. That's wild. You can still see some of the gold in the in-between of the highlight, but mostly this has become like blue as the giant dynamic blue light there that I placed. That's so cool. And look at the way it affects this too. On the actual parts where the light casts on it, it's like... Readme explains everything that was changed.
For a real H3 Gauss
oh, I think I know what you're going to send.
Wow. Ow, ow, ow,
ow, ow, ow, ow. Thank you for the 2 set. I appreciate it. I will check it momentarily. Let me gush over these shader changes. Okay, this is... I had to remove this. This is the best place I can show you. Hold on. Dynamic lights were changed from 4-tap to 12-tap. Oh, shit. Is that why they're, like, insanely detailed now? I'm so curious what these look like. I can't really tell here because these are in, like, direct sunlight. Oh, you know what? I could probably see it a little clearer over here. What the fuck is Rodan? The Godzilla monster Rodan? Ooh, wait a minute. Am I just seeing stuff that I'm like aware of? Is this placebo? Or are these bump normals, these bump details on the terrain accepting shadows nicer? This is a shader terrain, so I don't know if you changed it. Maybe I'm just finally noticing some of the subtleties of Halo 3, but like, looks nice. Looks really nice. So things like Warhog lights, flashlight, yeah. I mean, all these dynamic lights that I've got going on in the map look like super clean right now. Super, super clean. Damn. It looks so nice. I mean, already I was making sure that this had to look pretty good, but like, you said you would mod Rodan, the Godzilla character. I have it in writing. Listen, I definitely never said that, but that would be sick as hell. You could theoretically just take like the what is it, the little drones, the drone boys that can fly and also land. You could make Rodan out of that. I don't think you could control it because I'm pretty sure only the AI is allowed to switch between flight mode and standing mode. But theoretically, you could have an enemy Rodan. Well, I did say it. I have witnesses. All our friends can back me up. Allegedly? Maybe. Wait, I was about to do something. Why am I getting so easily distracted right now? I'm not usually so distracted these days. I was gonna look at... Okay, I know I accidentally screwed up and lost the effects for the lifts here. I need to fix that. But there was another thing related to the shaders. I forget what it was now. Wait, let me see Chief. All the lights on Chief's armor, they're actually, like, light. My god. That's ridiculous. He's getting double shaded by his own shadow and the shadow of this enormous thing here. Yo, how's it coming? Good. Zophie has absolutely cooked. Halo 3 shaders have never looked better. It's so damn awesome. A lot of it's just very subtle detailing stuff, but I feel like it makes such a huge difference. It makes everything pop much more. The contrast is so much nicer. The way shaders react, slightly more modern. Oh, it's good. I haven't played enough of this map to know all the changes, but I can assume it looks way better than in Halo 3's notorious for very limited shadows. It is. I already had the shadows and performance throttles cranked to maximum just so that more things can render and from further away and at the same time. To the limit the engine actually allows. But with Zophie's changes, those actual shadows themselves that I cranked to like near max look so much better. Did you re-add Zophie shaders? I did. They work flawlessly. Made sure they worked in MCC. They did. In fact, I don't think Zophie shaders actually ever crashed the game. I think that was a skill issue on my part. But they look super good now. The dynamic lights look so cool. I was commenting about this yesterday to Zophie, which was that... Oh, wait, Zophie. Hold on. There's... I know you probably don't have any care to, like, touch this at all. But I literally went and was like Googling and going to an LLM trying to figure out what the fuck was going on and why this was happening. Halo 3 shaders have a bug that reach fixed. This. The way that bump detail bumps work and render on shaders is broken. They're broken in Halo 3 and they are fixed in Reach. I did some digging. I went to an LLM, took some screenshots, threw it in there, and essentially what the result was is that in Reach, they're broken in Reach too. I'm pretty sure they're not because Reach, I ported this from Reach and in Reach they're mostly correct. When they do not work in multiplayer. Wait, what? Oh, you're talking about Scarabs. Okay, I'm talking about bump normals. What's happening here is that on a regular UV, I've just disabled detail bump on a lot of objects. Well, in Reach, they're good. The problem on 3 is this. This object here is using inverted scaling on some of the UVs. So on areas where the scaling is in the positive direction, the bump detail actually renders correctly. But then, this area here on the UV map is inverted, and so the shader says, okay, for whatever reason, I'm now going to invert the bump detail. So when you put them against each other like this, you get this harsh, horrible seam because the bump map, the bump heights are like literally like this. Normally you want a smooth bump height. Now they're like literally offset completely. So the seam becomes insanely obvious. And it's the most horrible thing ever when I'm porting Reach objects back into Halo 3 because Halo 3 doesn't do this kind of tiling bump normal on inverted bumps. It's so stupid. It's so stupid and I hate it so much. You can even see it right here too. This is like these two areas because this is a mirrored UV map, right? So on this side, its bump is set on one axis, but this is the complete opposite inverted scaled version, and it causes this terrible seam here. Don't say inverted UVs, overlapping UVs. It matters for documentation. Well, this isn't overlapping. These are inversely scaled UVs because they're mirrored, which for whatever reason the shader then calculates this inverted UV map that's mirrored. I'm trying to think of light maps, water. Oh my god, wait, I didn't even look at the decorators. I gotta boot up. I gotta test out the decorators. That is a fix that I know has bothered so many people because it's actually an MCC bug rather than a Halo 3 bug. I'm gonna boot up really fast. I'm gonna boot up in tag test super quickly because the decorator shadowing bug has been an MCC bug for so long, and I'm pretty sure your list said you fixed it and you were talking about it a bit. I'm so curious to see that. The worst case of that, in my opinion, has been the Lich. In fact, you know, let me boot up Huge Grass. Can I boot up Huge Grass on tag test? I think it might crash. I'll try it anyway. Because Huge Grass, with all of its huge grass, would look so weird when you would have a giant object like the Lich flying over terrain, and it would cast this great big shadow onto the terrain, but the actual 3D grass parts would never be shadowed. And they did in vanilla Halo 3, but they never did in, wait, is it Huge Towers? No, not Huge Towers. Huge Ass Remastered ED/Huge Ass Remastered MCC. Hopefully I can boot it up in tag test. I want to see really quickly, because that's going to be the best case of really appreciating these shadows and things. I should have fixed it, but I might have missed it. It's a very subtle thing. I remember I literally went to, like, ChatGPT, I think, and I was like, because I was at a loss. I had tested every possible thing, and I was like, okay, let me get like a random LLM second opinion, and it was like, oh, okay, yeah, the way that bump details are calculated height-wise is super scuffed. Because if I take the bump detail off, boom, super smooth. It instantly... So I actually removed a bunch of bump details from a bunch of different materials where I could, and I only left the ones that players are unlikely to see them. But it was like especially egregious right here. This thing, the way its UVs are mirrored and set up was so awful. I had to completely remove the bump detail. You can see the seam is still present, of course, but the shading is completely unaffected because there's no bump maps dealing with it. Also, holy fuck, this shader looks so good now. They're not mirrored, the mesh is mirrored. The UVs are indeed overlapped. Semantics matter for elements of programs. Not sure be actually, but the semantics will help debug. They're not, the mesh is mirrored. Yeah. The UVs are indeed... Oh, yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. But yeah, it's very odd. You're right though. The semantics on that would matter. Okay, this is such a nice change. I feel like this is going to go unappreciated, but having the illumination objects here not be affected by shadows is so nice. I literally showed it earlier in the stream down here. The lights that were on the ceiling. Zophie was like actually able to, the way that Zophie fixed this too is so fucking cool. But yeah, now the lights, these bright lights are just unaffected by self-shadowing and dynamic casted shadows, which Halo 3 always did that. If like your Warthog was in a dark casted shadow or something, even the lights on it would get darker because it was a really simple shadow that basically just calculated, hey, make everything darker, including the lights. It never even bothered to check for illuminated objects. It didn't care because it's, you know, Xbox 360 optimized shadows, but here on PC. Also, I can't tell how much better this looks, but I don't want to be sitting here like placebo affected, but this looks so cool now. Like the way the enhanced dynamic lights and the contrasty dynamic shadows look. I wouldn't say it's like as good as if I baked this into the map and baked the lighting, but it's close. It's comparable. As far as light baking for scenery and device machines, I know, it's so good. The light baking for device machines in Halo 3 is pretty bare bones. It's it works, it matches things to the environment pretty well. You can even get these nice bits going on where like it's kind of dark. I think device machines in Halo 3 light mapping wise only get like, they get like baked shadows, but it's like it treats the whole object like a single baked object. And it's like fancier and more advanced, and it does happen during the map's light baking pass, but it's not as good as it could be. That's one of the most exciting things for Halo 4. Oh yeah, when I was in Halo 4 and I was adding the Super HD Fireteam Raven Scarab, and I got to bake lighting on it for the first time, oh, it's so good. Look at the Foreigner materials, look at how light reacts to it. Oh, true. Whoa, wait. Oh, I should probably either reduce or increase that dynamic shadow distance. I might just actually turn off dynamic shadows for this door altogether. As cool as that looks, it's technically separate from the environment. Damn, I kind of really like it, but it just doesn't work in this particular location. Like, look how good that looks. Oh, dude, it's such a shame. It's such a shame because I would love to keep this for how nice it looks when you're looking at the door here. But it's because it's not perfectly blending with the actual map big shot. Oh, that's so cool though. Fuck. That looks so sick. Oh my god, the new shadows are so nice. Am I able to stop snowfall in interiors? Yeah, there's no snowfall in here. It's really oh, well, I guess there's the fog, but that's something I can just manually change. But yeah, that's not super hard to do. That is really good looking for Halo 3. I know, it's crazy looking. There should be a little bit of it here too. Oh, that's so cool. Don't need PBR to make Halo 3 look good. I mean, hey, Halo 3 already looks excellent. PBR would definitely help. But you know what's funny? I actually don't really like the idea of PBR for Halo 3. Like, I know it objectively looks more realistic, but it's kind of like Halo 3 for me is a lot like Overwatch in the way that its art is. Are these base shaders already pseudo PBR? That's true. Well, it has them anyway. It doesn't really use them often, but that's technically true. I think the thing that I like about Halo 3 specifically, and I think Halo Reach kind of falls short of this a little, they kind of diverge to a more like realistic grungy. Halo 3 and Overwatch's art styles are different, but they have a lot of similarity in the fact that they're very stylized. Stylization in Halo 3 goes really hard, and I love that. I love that Halo 3 is so stylized because it makes it hold up very well to this day. Yeah, things are low poly and stuff, but it's the same. I saw a comment somebody wrote yesterday about Overwatch where they were like, wow, Overwatch came out in 2016, but it still feels like it holds up really well. And people were like, well, yeah, they stylized everything, so the art is going to age like super gracefully. It's a limitation of the graphics. I would argue it's both, actually. Halo 3 didn't shoot for photorealism like a lot of other games of the time did. It is, I think Halo 3 absolutely is stylized. It's not like hyper super heavily stylized, but it's enough so that like You can tell. You can tell it's stylized. Could you add sprint aboard the weapons from Halo Online and Halo 3? No, sadly not. That would require, like, source code access. Those things in Halo 3's engine, some things are just hard-coded. Technically, there is, like, a pseudo-sprint feature in Halo 3, but it only works in campaign, and there's no animations present for it. It's a holdover from Halo 2 that just still happens to be in the game, because they were experimenting with sprint in Halo 2, where, like, if you walk in a straight line for a certain amount of time, you start speeding up, and it would, like, play the sprint animation. But then, by the time Halo 2 officially came out, they completely cut the animations, and then just left the speed up in the code. And Halo 3 still has that, but without animations, and because it doesn't work in multiplayer either, it's, like, not even worth it. It's really not. I mean, that's fair, Skaboodly. I just, that's how I feel. Like, Halo 3, maybe it is a limitation of the graphics, but, like, just the way that they did the shaders, like, yeah, some stuff is just straight up textures, photoreal, but, like, it just feels stylized. Just can't get past the nostalgia? I guess not. But I would argue this is very stylized. Well, not very. Very is too strong. I would say it's somewhat stylized. But, yeah. Like, honestly, I don't think people would be mad if sprint was in, like, a map the size of Permafrost. Like, if you could sprint on this map, that would actually be goated. I've tried jetpacks and all kinds of other stuff to just increase mobility generally, but unfortunately, there's only so much I can do. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. I've experimented with so many things. Built-in jetpacks just don't seem to be that possible. I tried it on huge grass, but even with a pseudo jetpack thing going on, there was too many ways for people to, like, glitch the animations and get infinite jetpack and stuff. It is what it is. So, it stays as is for now. I think sprint only has a place in, like, huge scale big team battles and maps like this. Okay, I want to tweak the spire really quickly. I feel like I was doing something else, and I completely forgot. Oh, I was yapping about the broken normal bumps. In fact, I'm going to do this just very quickly since I have to open the spire anyways. I want to show you guys what I meant when I said the normal bumps were broken, because I did illustrate it, but this object I'm staring at right now is the best, most, like, obvious illustration of what I mean. It was so bad that the moment I removed it, I was like, oh my god. The spire actually looks good now. Alright, I believe Spire 3 is, weirdly enough, the one I last edited that had the correct articles with Spire top 4. Top 4. No, I swear I have these on here. Let me poke around. Oh, you know what? It's because I exported the render model without markers. That's why this thing has no markers. Oopsies. No hidden geometry, only rendered geometry. Go. That's on me. I didn't lose anything, I just forgot to export them. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the data folder where it belongs. Objects, levels, multi, Alpine Sandbox, Forge, Spire, and then it should be Spire Top right here. Spire Top 4, perfect. And Spire Top VSP4 looks good, and then we can import it. Objects, levels, multi, and sandbox, forge, spire, spire top, draft. Gotta manually import it because doing an easy quick import is always gonna screw it up. Might have fixed that weird shadow bug with fog, but I didn't have anything to test it with. Oh right, I forgot about that. It's such a minor thing that it's, most of the time if there's a giant object fogged up, I'll just end up, you know, like removing it. An easy test would be, I think the Strato doesn't have shadows currently enabled, but if maybe I just quickly turn it on. Let's see, objects, levels, no, objects, characters, Sentinel Strato. Look at Davy Jones's beautiful, beautiful Strato here. All we have to do is set its shadow type from blur to always, and that'll force heavy shadowing on. And let's enable it. Turn it on, wake, script, Strato.
Blue team is now at power level 2.
Okay, so now it should have those shadows that caused issues before. Oh, right, I forgot the shadow is kind of funny because it's so big, the shadow it casts, like... That looks crazy, dude. That shadow's insane. Definitely has darkened shadows within the fog. I think they look different because the whole shadow rendering thing is completely different. Damn, that casted shadow is amazing. It's hard to say. It feels like it's still there, but it's different because obviously the entire shadow code is like different. Yeah, I think the shadows are still rendering after the fog. But damn, that dynamic shadow on the terrain. Before the dynamic shadow on the terrain, looked weird and blocky, but because you added in the, like, really nice blur, that, like, dynamic distance blur on the shadows, the casted shadow looks so much better now. Look at this. Look at that ominous shadow going across everything now. We're gonna hook fog through the illumination pass. Oh, wait, that would be... I would be surprised if that worked, but hey, what do I know? You were already experimenting with fog, so fucking awesome. I just love how that looks. That's crazy. I love the idea of giving it this shadow just because of how insane it looks when it's casted onto the terrain. Yo, Milkman, thank you for the 5!
Back to the last level of H4.
I'm so
Maybe
sorry
this
for
time
you.
the achievement will pop. Smiling face with tear emoji.
No! Oh, certified MCC moment. Ugh, I'm so sorry for you. Being forced to play through the hellish version of arguably the worst Halo game in MCC. I respect your commitment, though. That shit is not easy at all. That was worth staying awake for. I'm so sorry, Sophie. I'm so sorry. This is amazing. I feel so ungrateful and, like, evil because you're literally just doing this because you feel like it and you think it's cool. And I'm over here like, hey, actually, there's, like, this other rendering issue and, of metal shell purple smooth. Finally, I can illustrate this thing I've been talking about properly. I mean, everything else looks incredible, though. Like, all of this looks incredible. Who the fuck am I kidding? This is such an insane graphical upgrade. I hope it crashes on you. That's fucked up, Kaz. That's fucked up. Your mom. Cub metal shell purple smooth. It should still have... Yeah, it has the detail map. I think it needs Cub hex detail bump for the bump... no, bump detail. Hold on. Purple plate strip. One of these has it. I think it's this one. So this, let me show you guys before and after. So this is what it looks like after I removed the bump map. So it's super smooth and nice. And then when I add it back, it does this. Which is the trouble. Thank you for the 2! Turbo!
Genuine question.
Okay.
Do you think 343 had to add the Halo Reach animators into the Halo 4 credits because like half of all of the animations are from Halo Reach?
Honestly, kind of a good question. I got no clue, but they probably should. I shoulda. $343. I would be so curious. Maybe they are in the credits. Or maybe just because it's like proprietary stuff that they kind of own now. Maybe it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Halo 3 incorrectly applying like a mirrored bump normal map. Which is why for a lot of these Reach... Because this works in Reach. If you go and look in Reach, they've already fixed their shader code. But then, if I go through and then just delete this and remove all that bump normal so they stop having this inversion going on, boom. Super clean, super smooth. Again, really not the biggest deal in the world, but... Because I can just remove stuff, but... Reach stuff will never look quite as good as it probably should because of that. Oh well. Alright, so... Plenty of Permafrost stuff to work on today. Woo! Had to do it. I love just seeing that little animation come up. I'll probably fix it tonight. I'll add it to the list. It's fine. I feel like I'm illustrating it because there's like, I feel like it should technically be possible, but fuck, I don't know anything about shader code. Oh, right, I want to test the dynamic shadows. Oh, I forgot. I don't think I can do tag test on huge grass. I think it crashes. It tries to load the decorators and the light maps, and then it blows up. Unlucky. Unlucky. It's been 1 hour and he's done nothing? That's not true! I've already done things! Look, the spire's fixed. In fact, let me refresh so we can double check the fix. Look at that. I fixed all the spire stuff. It's so much better. You're welcome. Oh, you know what? I actually have to have these gold things transparent. Let me fix that too, because I forgot this is a full-on window over here. Time for a fix. Spire top. Spire, backup shaders. Spire. Glass hex tile gold. And then we also want the other glass one. Cove glass hex tile floor. Yeah. I think it's this one. We gotta set this one to be at the alpha blend. We don't really have a way around it. Otherwise, this, you can't see through it. Much nicer. Oh man, I probably should fix that. Nah, I won't. Unlucky because... Wait, not unlucky. These render really nicely over here now. Is that an adjustment to the... Damn. Okay, never mind. Hell yeah. I guess I'll do the same for the floor part too, because I think the floor up here is under... It's in the same boat. This floor, switch it from opaque to alpha blend, and then boom. Nice! Nice. Hell yeah. A little more depth and everything. Clean. Clean! The yapping? Dude, I'm pretty good at yapping. I start to feel pretty confident about myself as a streamer with how much I yap, dude. It's pretty sick. Like it. No, this is nice, though. This is nice. Okay, Spire's looking awesome. Feels good. Let's move on from the Spire. By the way, in the next game night, finally, we have full collision for everything on the Spire. Feels good. No more weird buggy stuff. Oh my god, I'm in like a fucking kill ball. Yeah, everything's super clean and smooth, collision-wise. It's all accounted for. Thank god. I think I can finally say Spire, as far as like collision and stuff goes, it's done. It's done. Light map the Spire, it's not too complex. It is, unfortunately. Light mapping the Spire is simply impossible. I also can't generate pathfinding on it either. After I've already removed a lot of geometry from the Spire. There's a lot of subtle detailing and things that the Spire has in Reach that I had to manually remove just to get it in Halo 3. I kept as much as I could, and I don't think anyone's ever really noticed. Like, stuff up here in the ceiling is gone. Feels bad, but it just is. Low-key kind of want to add it back, but whatever. Okay. Like 90% waiting for Blender. Halo 4 modding do be like that. At least Halo 3 I can just like quickly implement stuff. My longest wait times are like a minute. Unless I'm like building a map, but that's rare. I'm just so happy, dude. Look how good this all looks. It's insane. Fucking crazy. I'm kind of confused as to what I'm missing on the base part of the Spire. I know there's supposed to be some kind of structure, I think, on the inside of these guys. Low-key want to poke around at that really fast and see. Not even Halo 4, the fact that it's 1,500 animations. Damn, I can't believe Halo 4 put 1,500 animations in the game and slowed everything down. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go to the first version of Spire Bottom. I want to see what's going on the inside of this. Oh, I see what's going on. We just need these two thingies. I removed them, which kind of looks weird. That's... I could probably add these back in. How much geometry is this together? Never mind, they're insanely complicated. Fuck. Only I could use them as instances. I suppose I could, actually. There's not really much stopping me here on this. I have this little... Okay, I have the little edge thingy right here. But theoretically, I could put the bits back inside these. I think that's obvious enough that... I think I only removed them because I thought I was going to make these glass pieces opaque. Yeah, I think I'm going to add these back in, actually. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, they also have top bits to them, don't they? Looks sick, though. They do look sick. Did I remove the top bits? No, the top bits are still right here, actually, so these are good. Okay, wait, that's fine. Because this kind of comes through here. You don't see the bottom bit of it coming through, because it would technically be right here. Alright, let me give that a try, then. 5S to an increased collision limit on collision models, and... Wait, you increased collision models, too? Holy shit. That's a bit insane. I'm going to need you to completely rewrite the Havoc physics engine, physics code in the engine so that it stops blowing up when large physics objects collide with each other. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Anything else that oh, I guess I did lose these cover bits. I'm pretty sure I removed the cover. There's all these little panels and things I also got rid of, which is a shame, but I think they were relatively complex. Well, now that I'm not too worried about detailing, so maybe I can actually add these back. They do look really nice. Well, how much are these each? Yeah, these aren't too bad, actually. They look good, too. Anything else that I want to keep? That definitely doesn't need to be kept. These are all here. Does the elevator have these little trim pieces still? I want to check and see if the elevator has the trim pieces. Because I think the bottom base has a lot more potential for detail now that I, like, stopped worrying about light mapping and collision. And these elevators, they're completely missing the outer piece here. I think it would make them look a lot nicer. I'll add these back. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that should look nice. Ground bit. Oh, I guess it clips to the ground a little bit. Like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? Anything else? No progress on light mapping limits has been fixing memory leaks when running a high bake. Trying to use 52 gigs of RAM. What? Can you confirm you can see my messages? I just want to know. Yeah, I can see you, Norman. Yeah, sometimes I'm just really locked in. I miss a lot of messages in chat. I swear it's not personal. Okay, not much here. I think did I remove the lights from in here? Or are they still there? They're still there. I guess they're just kind of hard to see because they're right in the glowy bit. I think as far as like the interior stuff goes, this should be pretty good. Let me poke around in here. Yeah, I was able to maintain like most of the interior geometry on this, so I think everything's pretty good as far as the bottom of the spire goes. That's pretty sick. Busy fella. Yeah, I got a yap. I got a yap and I got a mod. Sometimes that takes priority over looking at chat. I do my best. I do my best. I will say, I suspect, and this is not an ego thing. Okay, it's a little bit an ego thing. I think modding and streaming is probably one of the most difficult things to do while streaming. Like, I genuinely believe that. Okay, that's... Let me see. So I have all this selected. I'm going to screw up my selection and try this. Oh my god, why are these so dense, man? Because that's the majority of the geometry, and that's actually pretty reasonable. This one's super dense for, like, no goddamn reason. I'm gonna just try to add all of these in, and then if the game starts screaming at me and crying, then fuck it, dude. But I think I can get like, it'll make my import longer to add these things in, but I think I can get away with adding these things for sure. What am I missing? Just this side here. Okay, that's pretty cool. Wait, what the fuck are these? Do I have these on the floor? They're like little trim pieces. Oh yeah, I do have them. They're just little purple trims. Oh, yeah. Maybe not, actually. What are these? Can I get rid of these at some point? When you come through, it's like the double door. Yeah, the double door. Right here. I think whatever these are, I got rid of at some point. That's so odd. I'd like to bring them back. Floor detailing and stuff goes crazy. Remember 63k triangles per region? You'd like to think it's that much. I think it's actually even less, unfortunately. How much are these? Oh, these aren't too bad. I definitely think I could include a bunch of these, for sure. I'm just, if I rotated this thing at all, which I don't think I did, I may have, it's going to be the worst, most nightmarish thing ever to get these in. But I'm going to give it a shot. Oh my god, wait, there's a little control panel hologram. This is kind of sick. Maybe I should include this too. Fuck. Well, I'll just see what I can include. I should have the ability to include all of this stuff realistically, but we will see. We will see. I don't remember exactly what the limitations were for all of this, but I feel reasonably confident in saying I could now include all of this. Wait, it looks reminds me of Legos. Wondering if you ever thought about that. I guess I could see it. I like that they're like. I honestly love this view in Blender here, when you're grabbing all these objects. It's very kind of pleasing on the eyes, kind of simple. which I like a lot. Okay, so there's that, and then I just gotta grab the rest of these little pieces. If I can include these little bits on the wall too, that would be sick. We'll see though. There's gonna be a limitation I'm gonna run into relatively quickly here. Okay, that looks good. That's like all of the little bits I wanted to keep. Along the outside, do I still have those big panels? Okay, I do. Good, good, good. If I didn't have those, I would have cried. That's about everything I wanted to grab. I really do want to grab these little hollow stations. I'm not really sure what they are, but they look sick. They look really sick. Oh yeah, no wonder. That's just collision for like this crazy dense detailed object. Yeah, I'm not going to make that a priority though. These other little details would probably look nice then. Increase cube maps from 512 to 1024 would produce a 2.2 gig bitmap. Maybe 256 was good after all. Maybe 256 was not that bad. Gigs for a bitmap is crazy, Sophie. Okay, we're going to call that extra detail there 01. Do spire bottom, asset rip. And now I'm going to open up the regular spire bottom. We're going to take a look here. The way that I have the entire spire bottom set up is relatively simple. I told you it's fine. It's under 100. 100 megabytes. I think I'm going to stick to 256, Sophie. I think I'm going to stick to 256. I'm going to be so real with you. I generate a lot of cube maps. There's a lot of cube maps on my map. Like a lot. It's like 30 megabytes of that. There are places that would be nice. There are specific places that would be nice. And since you can change it per cube map, I guess it's not that bad. I don't think I need any of this extra proxy collision anymore. Wait, this is on regular spire bottom. 5 is the one I want. There we go. Yeah, so let's see. Everything looks good here. I think my collision still has a bunch of these instance definitions that I can get rid of. Yeah, these are like extra bits. I really don't think I need any of these anymore. Like, that's crazy that they even had that much detail to begin with for collision. Halo 3 would never. Could never. Permafrost 5 gigabyte edition. Works better on smaller maps. Yeah, for Permafrost 256 is probably also overkill. I'm being completely honest about it. Let's delete all of it. Actually, do I... I'm gonna get rid of all this. Okay, Spire Bottom 5. Lovely. What I just meant. You know what? Whatever. I'm gonna make a Spire Bottom 6 just in case. Right, so the way that it works right now, we have about 114,000 verts. I do think I could probably add most of the stuff that I've already put in here. I need to see how many regions we already have for the Spire Bottom, because Halo 3 Max is out at 16, which is going to put a hard cap on how many of these new objects and vertices we can have. I love the idea of adding a ton of detail to this, but we are hard capped. We gotta make sure to work around it and not put too much. Spire Bottoms, or was it Spire? Yeah, right here. Model tag, we have... Oh, I didn't even put a region list for it. That's so funny. Okay. I guess I technically don't even need it, but whatever. Hide collision. I don't even... Oh, I remember trying to do a physics model for this originally. Very glad I did not end up actually doing that, because, dude, this is just for floor collision. Oh. Mip chain all included with a tool and stuff would be good. That would be pretty sick. I mean, the MIP might be why it's so large, if you're generating a ton of MIPs for it. Well, they're usually pretty small. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Render-wise, we're at 100,000. Okay, we definitely have the space to add all of this. We definitely have all the space we would need for this. It's also so much cleaner, holy. The real trouble is that most, if not all of the materials and things I'm about to import are probably going to need to be fixed. But I'm going to do it anyway. Spire, bottom asset rip. I need to grab the extra detail 01 collection. So here is everything hopefully placed correctly, please. Oh, the scaling is completely wrong. The scaling and collision is completely off. Fuck. Might be fixable, though. Might be fixable. Get rid of all that. What's my armature look like? Armature is scaled... Oh, permanently scaled, isn't it? Let me try again. I'm going to see if there's a particular orientation that I can just get to make it all exact. So as far as everything I just imported here, I think it's 32.8, if I'm not mistaken. And the rotation looks to be... This needs to be on the double door. Okay, it's very close to standard orientation. Also not quite. It's like almost right, but not right. That's weird. Does it need to be more like this? Wow, that's weird. The entire way that it's set up doesn't seem to want to agree with this. Does it scale, maybe? Oh, because it's not centered correctly, I think. That kind of makes sense. Perhaps if I move it like that... No, wait. Let me keep that there. Right, everything's in the middle. We're going to put our cursor to the center. Cursor to... Cursor to origin. We're going to have scale based off of that. Scale 32.8. How are we looking? Oh, much better. Already way, way better. Height of everything is incorrectly offset, but I think that did scale it correctly this time. Need to make sure to bring all of this down. I think 32.8 is the correct scale. I want to say it is. Almost the correct scale. I know an exact way. I know an exact way to get this working. I need to go back to the last one really quickly, the asset rip one. We just need to poke around and see. Okay, this, it matches the height basically perfectly here. And it barely intersects with it. So if I can get everything matched up with that, perfect. Awesome. This one on this side also, same deal. This one, I think it actually hovers slightly off, whereas this one intersects slightly, but the height is perfectly matched. Easy, dude. We can do that. We can do that. Let's get these assets in. So, super easy. We just simply put our cursor back down to the ground. We're going to set the way that we transform stuff based off of that at the 0, 0, 0 origin point. And now I just add in our extra detail objects. I thought it might be 32.8 to scale. It is close to that, but there's a very particular value for it that's a little bit more than 32.8, which makes it... It's like a conversion of like metric to imperial measurements or something, but like within the engine, and the ratio of 32.8 is like, it's a whole thing. Details aren't important. Close. I think maybe slightly off. But over here. It's a little off. I think that... Oh wait, scale 1. Oh, there we go. That was easy. Right? Is that right? It doesn't look right here. Oh, I see, yeah. Okay, almost had it that time. Scale 32.8. I do have to eyeball it, though. Each successive scaling resets the thingy. Details, unimportant. But I think I got it. Gaming tonight? Requesting intel for dinner plan purposes. Not going to be playing, but soon, hopefully. Thank you for the 7 months, NCIS. It's good to see you, dude. I feel like it's been a minute. Hope you've been well. Ambition creeping again? No, I swear. I swear I'm not ambition or feature creeping today. Actually just doing things correctly. For real, I swear. Boy, is this offset a little bit? Is that what I'm witnessing here? Thank you for the 5 months, Solid Snake. Good to see you. Good. Good. I feel like it is not correctly oriented. That's a shame. I'm going to have to just start eyeballing this. That sucks. I don't want to have to be just fucking eyeballing it. That's bullshit. I wanted it to be exact. That's lame, dude. Lame. Oh man, now I think I know exactly how to do it right, and it's gonna make me upset. It's gonna make me upset. Delete everything. Cursor to active. Oh, its origin point is there. One of these has to have the correct origin point. This one. This one has it. Cursor to active. This time for real, guys. This time for real. Hello. Oh my god. This is the authentic center point of the object and not the arbitrary blender center point. Everything is like that. And I lied. It's actually just way worse. I mean, I could just start crying. I don't feel like that's out of the question at this point. You can totally eyeball it. No, it's gonna be... Because even the smallest mishap, the smallest mispositioning here will absolutely screw everything up. Which is so lame, but it is what it is. Yeah, okay. I can understand vaguely what's going on now. Really just want to be done with this part. It should actually just be so easy. It's not being so easy, but it should be. So even if I scale this up, location should all be the same. For all of these, they all have the same center point roughly. Their z-axis is in fact different, but they have the roughly same center point. Maybe I will have to just do a little bit of eyeballing, but if we take a look at all of these objects here, they're not perfectly centered on 0, 0. Close to it, though. Why is the dome here? Yeah, the actual center point is... hiding the dome, hiding the dome, hiding the dome. The true center point of the object is this thing, basically. And that is slightly offset. I'm going to keep 2 instances of Blender open so I can copy these values over and move my cursor to there, and then that should allow me to perfectly get this, and then blah, 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 blah. So you got to start over. Yeah, I guess I got to rebuild Permafrost from scratch now. Damn. Unlucky. Unlucky. Okay, where's my cursor position? Active tool. Workspace, options. Location. Okay, so we're going to put the location of the 3D cursor to this exact point here. Okay. Now, height-wise, it might not be perfect, but everything else should be fine. Now that I have that, we append in our new details. Yet again. Alright, details are in. Go here. Scale 32.8. PC's exploding. PC's exploding. Look at that, dude. It's so fancy. Okay, theoretically centered flawlessly. In fact, this does... It was worth it. It was worth it. Actually worth it. It's still slightly off, but it's so slight now that you really can't even tell. I love it. Okay. Couldn't be happier with that. Now we just have to move them up to the correct height, and we're good. That's the part I'll eyeball happily, because that's not hard to do. Doing a 2-axis eyeballed, that makes me want to pull my eyeballs out. Awesome. So how much are all of these together? I can't even tell, actually, but quite a bit, I presume. Hell yeah. A bunch of proxy objects, thigh. Okay, with our extra detail here, I feel like we should be able to get quite a bit out of this, but we'll see. The real trouble here is that everything is using the incorrect material. Very, 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 very annoying. But I could probably fix it in like a minute. Because once I fix one of these, all the others get reoriented as well, or they should anyway. Tech, no illume, to no illume. Purple smooth, the purple smooth, strip A. That one's good now. Anytime I just see a 001, I just swap it over, and then it updates all the objects. Easy. Let's give this 30 seconds of work, and we should be golden. All those are done already, because they're all the same thing. Couple more. Couple of these. Should be like one of the last ones, if I'm not mistaken. That one's all good, good. And that's it. Okay, all materials are updated and fixed. Awesome. Oh. I mean, the cool part about this, at the very least, is we're going to get some fancy new details. I think this cover part right here will be really useful, too, for players. Like, this gameplay-wise is going to be massive, right? You're actually going to have cover against things. Right now, if you're in-game and you kind of are on the upper spire, like, yeah, you do have, like, certain things to hide behind, but it's going to be a hell of a lot nicer to have, like, a full cover object right here. And I'm hoping the little floor details, and basically, what did I do? We did, like, floor details, elevator details, and then we got, like, the fancy little bits on the inside of these glass parts. I think for all of these, I need to do object relations, make single user, object and data. And if we now edit all of these, it's a total of about 27k verts. I could probably shove that all into a single new region. That should be doable. Let's try it. We join them all together. Make sure I didn't miss any materials. I don't think I did. Looks good. Maybe remove unused. Seems good too. So this area here, let's quickly poke around here. So we got regions, base 0, 1, 2, interior 1, 2, and 3. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 right now, which means we got plenty here. 11, this will be ZZZ extra 0, 1. And we'll do defaults extra 0, 1. Okay. Throw that in there. We gotta make sure to parent it to our armature so it actually goes in game. I think we're good now. Let's throw this in game. Let's see if this just worked. Everstream is finishing the mod, no stream is. Guys, finishing a mod is not like I'm doing it in one day. Finishing doesn't always mean I'm finishing the whole thing today. It means we're in the process of doing the final stuff and finishing it. There can be multiple we're finishing the mod streams. I don't understand why that concept, so many of you guys don't seem to understand. See, he does this on stream, or you get no stream for a few days while he finishes. That's true. And I'm way less productive these days off stream, because if I'm off stream, I have like a bazillion other projects and things I could be doing. I'm teasing. I'm along for the ride. Good, good. I don't actually tolerate disagreements or criticism on my stream. I need everybody to blindly worship me and compliment me endlessly. It's just a sort of a requirement. Wait, we can close this one. Don't need you. Is this done exporting? It's so much faster these days to export stuff, man. I love it. Spire top. Need Spire bottom 6. Okay, dude, that's a big file. I hope this works. It might actually explode really quickly here, but I think once I get it in, it'll let us know what I need to split up. So it should just be Spire bottom. I do suspect we'll probably have to split the new objects up a little bit. I think 27k tries is probably going to go over the individual region limit. The illumination in bloom looks so much better. It does. It's actually crazy. Having full detail. And look at this too. Even the spawn points, which are still admittedly a little darker because the base is not fully illuminated. The illuminated parts of it, though, glow through. The spawn points were, like, really dark before, but because they have an illumination bit on them, they look really clean. It's awesome. It's actually kind of funny. You can see the shadow fighting the illumination map as it gets past a certain intensity. Nobody's ever going to see that, but that's cool. And, like, oh, look at that. Look at that. The new shaders. Guys, shout out Zophie. These new Halo 3 shaders look so good. You got a backlog of streams? I got a backlog of streams, main videos, and shorts. All right, let's see. Did I put too many things in the new... default has too many... What? Oh, my dumbass, dude. I didn't even assign them to the new region. Whoops. Oopsies. Yeah, let's do that. I put the default extra 01. Assign. I gave it a region. I just never assigned the stuff to it. Let's do that again. Cheese? Oh yeah, we're gonna do that today. We're gonna do that today. Again, I think it'll probably still be too much, but we'll see. Because the fact that it went beyond 32,000 to 74,000 would make me think I'm probably about 10k verts over what I can put into a single... Need Cov 45 plasma methane fuel tank. Okay, good. We need a new shader from Reach from one of the objects that we put in here. Will do, will do. Pursues a backport every single graphical feature. She literally is doing that to a degree. Like, obviously there's limits to what is allowed because that stuff is like hard-coded in the engine, but like she's literally trying her best to do that. It's crazy. Let's see, default extras is it's like double what's allowed. Good God. And we're 2 regions just for these little bits. Says so edges are at like 72,000. I think edges are actually... What is it about it? Okay, this is what's crazy to me, right? Look at this is the extra 01 region, okay? Total Blender says 27,000 vertices. They're all separate, so that's an accurate counter. When I import it, it says 63,000 vertices. None of these shaders are double-sided, so we shouldn't be getting double-sided imports. So what the fuck is it doing? Extra 01 is a brand new region that I just made. I always get this, and I'm always so confused. Maybe import fix-up? I don't even know. Oh, true. Wait a minute. That might be a thing. I think because everything's... They're not welded, are they? Oops. Oh, no, they are welded. What? This has been a thing for ages and ages. It always just like... I just don't even know. Blender says 27,000 verts. Halo says more than double that. Even if I merge by distance, nothing happens. I've been dealing with this for ages. I genuinely have no clue. It is what it is, though. I'll go ahead and just do split like this. I don't know if this will be enough, but I'll give it a try. Extra 02. I don't know if it's just a difference between the way... Because I think maybe Halo 3 Yeah, I have no clue, to be honest. I was really trying to come up with something there, but I got nothing. It's just more than doubling the amount of vertices that it's supposed to have. Vascular erectile dysfunction on Blender's part. That is very oddly specific. The adding bug. I wouldn't be surprised. It feels like there's a lot of like minor bugs and issues these days with General 101's toolkit. As insanely useful and amazing as it is, the animations are super bugged when you export them. And I don't know if this is a bug or this is just something I'm misunderstanding about Halo 3 versus Blender. But yeah, this is also a thing that's been in for ages. Probably still... Extras 2 is probably going to be the offending one here now. Yeah, now it's at 42,000. Jesus. 3 new groups just for this. Hooray. Brings us up to what, 14 now? So I can only add even a little bit left after this, a little bit more. Barely anything. Damn shame. Maybe the bugs are the friends we made along the way? Maybe. Or maybe not. Does standard Blender work for creating Halo 3 models, or do you need some kind of add-on? I mean, you can make the models in standard Blender, but to export them in the correct format, like JMS, you do need the Blender toolkit. And it's really handy, too. It's got some great features. Is there a modifier being applied on export? There's the default modifier, that's true. There's, maybe the edge split is what's doing it. Split edges that are marked as sharp. Well, yeah, that's not actually doing anything. We have oh yeah, you know, there's triangulate, but that's only adding edges. Triangulate isn't adding vertices. And now, it has to triangulate, obviously, because any quads need to be triangulated before they go in engine. Because Halo 3 doesn't auto-triangulate on import. Oh, I didn't even change the name of the vertex group, did I? Or the render, the region. One more time. The verts outnumber us 3-1. And we're fucked. I'm so curious, because this is probably going to put the extras 2 region around 32,000 triangles, but in Blender it's about 10,000 triangles. Which is, it's like a 3x increase in the amount of verts Blender shows versus other stuff. This one also is about 10k verts, and it's like barely allowed to be in. It's so odd. You remove the new region from the old region? No, I did. I just renamed it. That works. Extras 1, 2, and 3. They're completely new regions too. No other stuff is using it. Unless you're back in time. Because I did make that mistake a second ago. Right, let's see. Do we get a fancy new look? Ooh! Ooh, very nice. Ooh, look at these little gray lines. That's clean. It's a very subtle detail, but it's very cool. I like this. I gotta add this new shader in. This looks super good. Damn, look at that. Damn, I got some cover. I gotta add collision for it now, but... Sheesh. And these bad boys here got like a fancy little thing floating off of it. Barely attached on there. Looks a little more detailed and nice. I like that. I like that. It's good. Like it. Might add some kind of cool effect right here too, so it's kind of like glowy, because I did add that at the top of the spire here. I think it goes a long way towards adding a little bit of extra detail into this. If I add it on the bottom, that'd be really nice. It's always been a little bit flat and uninteresting down here. But we got it in! I think I could probably walk through this object, right? Because like this has collision, okay, this doesn't, so I just gotta add that, and then I gotta add the collision for... I don't have to worry about... It's completely offset. because my spire is actually taller than it's supposed to be? I suppose it could be. I'll just adjust it on the spire top. Regardless, though, now I get to create a very simple and quick collision model for this. Create it. Is there anything else that I want to add? I guess there is those like subtle wall details here that might be kind of nice. Place function over form to a ridiculous extent. I could imagine putting in the level of detail of work you've added. It adds up to the map. It feels like it could remember the original devs. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm trying. It's been such a pain in the ass to get everything to look as good as it is already, and I still have so many criticisms of it, even still. Why is this one so is this supposed to look like that? I should check sometime. No, it means a lot when you say that stuff, because I try really hard to make it feel as good as it could. The EMP Aspire, then technically by lore, the Spire would collapse. Maybe. Maybe. You feel like the UNSC would have used that, though, if that was true. Alright, let's grab one of these, add in a cube here, scale it up, separate it out, and let's go ahead and make a quick and simple collision piece for this. I don't know what angle this is at. Let me do... Let's do cover, and then what angle is this? Orgo. 3D cursor, medium point. That would be 32? 30... 74-ish. Yeah, we'll say 75. Close enough. Alright, so we'll... What? Apply rotation. Oh, you know what? I know what's going on. Duh. Fix, unrotate, apply, all transforms, origin, blah. Now we rotate to whatever this degree would be. I guess it's like 35. 35 sounds about right. Minus 35. And then... Now we can actually start working with it. There, a little bit more there. Nice, nice. Yeah, 35 is not perfect, but it's close. Looks about right. It's at 36.4. Yeah, whatever. And then we make some cuts. Drag these bad boys down a little bit. Oh, we need a center cut. Drag these down a little bit until they match reasonably well. Drag these down until they match reasonably well. We'll do like that, so that we keep the general volume in place. Thank you for the two turbo.
2 chairs, one with a cake on it, one with a cock on it.
No.
You need to sit on one and eat the other. Where are you sitting?
You asked me this the other day. Why do I need to answer this? I hate this question so much. You have to sit on one and eat the other. That is the worst question of all time. Absolutely terrible. You never answered? My lawyers have advised me not to answer this question. Utilizing my rights as an American citizen, I plead the fifth. Okay, almost have this done. Let's do this. We're going to grab the bottom of this. Drag it way the hell up here. And what, this one's like arbitrarily right here. Let's just grab this loop. I fuck it the whole loop and just bring it back. Scale X like that. And then I'm gonna get rid of most of the bottom here. In fact, yeah, let me get rid of all these faces. Because this is way too dense for everything. I can definitely just like crunch this down. It's not like the most critical thing that I make this like hyper optimized, but I would very much like it to be a bit more optimized. Okay, these edges we can crunch in a little bit. Let's close that up. Close that up. And then all we really need to do here is kind of extrude this outwards. And that'll give us more or less perfect collision. Let's do this one at a time. We'll grab this side, create a fill. We'll grab this side, create a little fill. And then we'll grab both sides and extrude them out like that. I think we should be able to just do a shrink on the local axis like that. Turn on snapping for our vertices and drag it down to there. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I pull these back a little bit, right? Close enough. Pretty solid collision. Pretty solid collision. I don't even think I need this here anymore, actually. Dissolve that. And then we can just cover up the bottom, close it up. Oh, it did create some extra bits there. Delete, boom, fill. Move this one out a little. That's some solid, optimized collision right there. Love it. Yo, Dishonored! Thank you for the huge 39 months. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Tactical nuke incoming. That's the most terrifying thing you could hear in a COD match. Tactical nuke incoming. Alright, this is clean though. I'm gonna duplicate this. And we're gonna move it over to the other side. Should already be set up like everything else. Roughly align it. It's fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Oh, that's actually kind of killer. Look at that. Not too shabby. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks good. We got the collision in. We're golden. Should already be set up because I duplicated it from the other stuff. We're good. There's technically one more thing, which is a very simple, fast cube. I'm going to put literally just a rectangular prism over this. Turbo, thanks for the 2, man. Appreciate it.
If Green Knight was a beer, I would drink him, but with a funnel and into my butt.
I see. How does Green feel about that? I think we should ask Green how he feels about that. Green, how do you feel about that? Was gonna punch a Green Knight. I think if Green doesn't respond, then he thinks that's actually awesome. That's just my opinion, but I think it actually just kind of like makes sense, you know? Okay, we're done. Collision's updated for all the new fancy stuff. Hell yeah. Thank you for the 2, Green Knight.
I'm okay with it, but only if he uses a lead pipe instead of a funnel.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. A lead pipe? What did he mean by that? Oh, wait, I just exported the render model. Oops. I meant to export the collision model. Let's do collision. Not even a silly straw? I guess not. I don't know. Green's just like that. You know, he's got his preference. Alright. I was really hoping we would do more than just the Spire for the majority of today's stream, but we're already like almost 2 hours in and we're doing a bunch of Spire shenanigans again. A rectangular prism. Oh, I guess I do need to grab this one last shader real quick as well. Let's take a quick peek. This should be easy to grab. I already have a bunch of shaders that look nearly identical to it, so should be fine. That's this one right here. AKA CUV045 Plasma Methane Fuel Tank Metal. Shortest material name ever. Well, since it's a metal, we should already have most of it. Go to our tags, objects, levels, multi. We're going to grab a generic metal shader that we already used somewhere else on the Spire, and we're just going to make sure that we have whatever it needs there. CUV045. I don't think I have anything with that prefix, actually, weirdly enough. This floor 2. CUV Metal Dark. We'll take CUV Metal Dark, copy paste it, CUV045, Plasma, Methane, Fuel, Tank, Metal. We have the shader, it exists. We're going to re-import the render model with that. There are 152 open or degenerate edges. Excuse me? From fucking where? What? We just fixed this. Did I need to triangulate it? Is it not auto-triangulating upon export? Definitely should be. Unless there's a bunch of extra crap. Oh, this isn't even set as a collision. Oh my god. That means we haven't had collision down here the entire time? Oh, we haven't. What the hell? Whoopsies. Alright. Okay, well, let's export the collision again. Weird that it's doing this, though, because this is something I fixed yesterday, and we shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. Try that again. Look, 3, just collision geometry. Boom. It's just that one right here, just exported. Ka-chow. Collision for Spire bottom. And that render model's back in. We do have the material here, but we got to set it up correctly because that's not the shader it's actually supposed to be using. Halo Reach is going to tell us what we need. The cube. The cube? Which cube? Okay, I'm going to assume this shader is going to be under levels, solo, M45 shaders. It was CUV 045, fuel storage, metal? Fuel storage, metal. No, it was CUV 045. God damn it! .045 plasma methane fuel tank metal. Okay. 045 plasma methane fuel tank. Okay, this is the right one. Which, luckily for us, has a super unique baked texture that we need now. Look. Anyway, let me see what's going on. There are 152 open or degenerate edges. Where? Literally where? All I did was add this little tiny thing, and we had this fully working yesterday. I added fucking absolutely nothing in the meantime. God damn it. This was supposed to be easy. I'm just trying to add a little bit extra crap to it, man. Fine. Fine. I will debug error geometry. Brother man, I fixed this yesterday. Did I just, like, not save the file or something? Sure, yeah. Open edges apparently on all the stuff I already fixed. Of course, inevitably. Right. It says there are errors there that I didn't have yesterday, which we can verify by the fact that I've been walking along this object all stream long, which would only happen if this was all working perfectly, but, you know, it's fine, really. Big deal? Fine. Should I have 1% chance of a low poly skeleton quickly running across the map? I do really like the idea of that, I'm not gonna lie to you. 168 open or degenerate edges, bro. What? Where? How? I fixed this all yesterday. There's no way, bro. Did I change something else that I'm not aware of? Okay, admittedly, this one is atrocious, but that shouldn't be shutting out any errors. That's just, like, me reusing Bungie's laziness. Everything else should be perfect. And I can't pinpoint where it fucking is because I have everything on the same region under the same material. I kind of fucked myself there, not gonna lie. But what is it that's causing these edges? I'm seeing a large open... Oh, is this inverted? I have face orientation on. Correctly assigned. It's a regular object. It's single material. What? How could it possibly have issues? Could it be these things, maybe? You're saying that the entirety of this is an open edge on the collision model, which makes no sense. All open edges? Oops, all open edges. Then this apparently is also open edges too. My question though is just how? This is all extremely solid geometry. Let me take a look. Nothing about this seems off. Really good. Same for this. I mean, this has these weird little bits here, but that really shouldn't be an issue. Everything's pretty straightforward. I see. I mean, I say I see, but I genuinely don't see, and I'm very confused. I guess I could just try manually cleaning it up. The problem is when you actually look at this object, it's saying that that's an open edge, that's an open edge. I've perfectly triangulated everything. Reasonably speaking, there shouldn't be any issues. I suppose I could just try a regular triangulation and see if that fixes it. It shouldn't, because I've already triangulated everything cleanly. Or it gets auto-triangulated, I should say. Perfectly, alright? I don't know. Maybe it just needs manual triangulation? I guess? Like I said, this was already working yesterday. There should be no anything issue-wise now. These are really simple objects. Admittedly, I did just like have them get decimated and stuff to make it work, but I shouldn't have any decimate modifiers or anything now. Just edge split and triangulation. Edge split won't do anything because there's no sharps marks, so it's basically functionally useless. Triangulate should be just auto working and doing the good stuff it always does. It's a really simple modifier. I don't think manually applying it should make any major differences. Yeah, still 168 open or degenerate edges. What the fuck, man? I don't understand. Is the bottom broken too? The bottom's broken. How, dude? Literally fucking how? Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I know what to do. Grab every single one of these bad boys here. I go boom, boom. I'm gonna do link object data, so that if I edit one of these, all the other ones will get edited too. I'm gonna do something very easy, which is I'm gonna do tries to quads, triangles to quads. I'm gonna completely delete the top faces here, and I'm gonna delete the bottom faces as well. So it's just this very, very simple quad type mesh here. We'll dissolve that edge. Very, very simple. Looks good. Let's do a fill on that. Let's do a fill on that. Convex hole. No issues present. It's a perfect convex mesh. I do the same to this thing. Tries to quad, so we simplify it. I'm gonna get rid of all of the side faces here because there's a bunch of weird little side faces going on that I just know are unnecessary. Get rid of those. There's the little ones here on the side too. Okay, let's look at this thing from the side-ish. I do this now in convex hole, triangulate it. I don't know if this thing has its rotation saved. Oh, it doesn't. Oof. Let's just do that for now. Delete that face. Delete that face. Do this the right way. Boom. I'm gonna have to be really careful with this so that it doesn't like blow up again. We're gonna dissolve these because that's too much detail and it could be causing trouble. Lastly, this. Do this here. I'm only fixing this one, so I gotta fix the other ones too. Everything seems good though. Okay, cool. We're gonna grab the others that are still broken. I wish I wasn't doing this right now. I had so many other non-Spire related plans. Okay, I see them being changed. I've cleaned these up to the absolute maximum. It doesn't get cleaner than that. How was the Atlanta Bald Group meetup? What the fuck does that mean? Why would there ever be a meetup for people who are bald? Just skipping past the fact that you're calling me bald. Why? You know what? That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel right now. That's a loud sound. I can't even hear the sound that OBS plays there, but that apparently is very loud. Okay, apparently I cleaned up a bunch of them. We got rid of like 64 of them. There's still 100 left somehow, which is insane to me. Old people need friends too. Sure, yeah. Is there supposed to be something like glowing in here? If there was supposed to be something in here, it is long gone. I want to add it back. What? How are these still open edges? This is the simplest collision model of all time. I'm so annoyed right now. I must be missing something. I absolutely have to be missing something insanely obvious. There's no way. There has to be something insanely obvious I'm missing. Is this the wrong file that I'm exporting? Is Spire bottom 6. I just exported this collision model just now. What am I missing? Why is that showing up as an error? And somehow there's still an open edge on this one? What's happening? These are the simplest objects of all time. Look, okay, I need to like think outside the box really quickly. What could possibly be causing this? This is insane. I fixed this yesterday. Nothing has changed. See all that red text? That's why it's not working. You're correct. That is a... Yeah. That is the true. That's true. What could possibly be causing this right now? This is the... Look how simple this fucking object is. It's like barely more complicated than a cube. It's like a cube with extra steps. Oh my god, I see what's going on. Somehow these things got regions. They're getting split up into different pieces on import. God damn it. I don't even remember how that could have happened. They were fine yesterday. They didn't have regions. Do my new things have regions too now? They're fine, but they could. Okay, I'm glad I took a step back there, because, I mean, on one hand, I did just make them slightly more optimized, but that's literally not even useful in a meaningful sense. Okay, we should be fine now. Did I actually look bad in game? No, it looks great in game. Well, to me, anyway. I think it looks excellent. Considering this isn't even a part of the map, and it's an object that I can just move around and place wherever I want. Given that, I think it looks excellent. It could look like 10 times better if I somehow made it a part of the map, but Halo 3 would just never, ever let me do that. The restrictions on how detailed this is would never let this thing be in the map. In Reach, sure. It's actually in a map in Reach. I'm going to get around those limitations by making it a real object. An individual object. Nice try. I saw you delete that. Nice try. Okay, we should still see, like, ambiguous bad connections, but degenerate edges and open edges should be gone now. No clue why that was the case. They were not like that yesterday. Just unlucky, I guess. Yeah, see there. Ambiguous, yes, but now there's no errors. Good, good, good! Thank God, dude. It was so fun. But now we should be able to walk around on this thing again. Hell yeah. Collision on the new object here. Sick. Love to see it. We still need this material, though. We gotta grab this material from Reach real quick. Okay. Cub 045, plasma, methane, fuel tank, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Love that. I should actually have this exported somewhere in my Reach folder. So I'm gonna snag that real quick. Because since I put this into Blender, the awesome Foundry Toolkit has a really cool feature where it auto-exports a bunch of textures for you. So it should be under Data. Actually, where is this? Not you. Levels, solo, M45 bitmaps. Levels, solo, M45 bitmaps. Cov 045. Plasma methane fuel tank. Perfect. Awesome. And I'm going to be lazy, and I'm just going to manually re-import the whole folder. Cool. That's diffuse and Z-bump. All right, they're already set up. Let's hook them up to our shader. We're good to go. Got metal tile. That's going to be a no from me. We want that. And for our bump map, also no. We want that with no tiling. Boom. Ooh. Well, that's pretty fancy. I like that. I like that. It does have a bump detail map of, or is it bump detail or just bump? Cov hex detail gray, standard detail, and no bump detail. Of a hex detail gray. And boom. That just made it darker, but whatever. Thank you for the 5 Gyarados. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I've seen a Cov ship glass my friends and family and my home world. It's not insane. I just shrug my shoulders and go, a skill issue.
Skill issue, honestly. Just don't get glassed, bro. Holy. That's cool. That's a nice little shader. Can you believe these people are out here? Oh, they were just gonna get glassed. Like, bro, embarrassing. Holy hell, man. I feel like this is supposed to have an illumination map on it. It might not, but I suspect it's supposed to, because there's always a correlation between cool things being behind Covenant glass and very cool looking glowy bits. What is this material? That is, it's just Cov Metal Shell Gray Strip A. Is it supposed to glow then? Cov Metal Shell Gray Strip A. Where's that even located? Be a generic shader somewhere. Oh my god, where? Dude, reach in the way they do materials. Cov Metal Shell Gray Strip A. Metal Shell Gray Strip. Does it have an Illume? Oh, it does, actually. I was right. Damn. I'm glad I looked at that. Sick, dude. Okay, we're gonna get some more illumination bits on this. That's sick. Actually, cool on my part. There's a lot of shaders that are still technically inaccurate to reach, so we'll do this. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, no, not this one. This one doesn't need it. Cov Metal Shell, Gray Strip A. This is gonna look so much better, I bet. Cov Metal Shell, Gray Strip A. That self-illume map on. Cov Metal Strip A Illume. I don't know which one of these has like the correct glowy bits. Let me just do a quick one. That Dark Tech has got a glowy bit on it. Sure, let's just throw that on there. Intensity of 5. Alright, let's see. What does that look like? Boom. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Some glowy bits in there now. Did that add even more glowy bits to the edge here? Or am I just like seeing things? Not to here specifically. Wait, maybe these pipes actually. These pipes might have glowy bits on them now. No? I don't know, but there's apparently more glowy stuff around. That's cool. You'll love to see it. Fix the collision, blah, blah, blah. Our Spire looks fucking awesome now. Feels good. Night lights for the grunts, true. I feel like that is now glowy. That didn't... And this is also glowy. I don't think... Well, this part, I think, just gained glow, right? I want to do some befores and afters. A little bit of extra glow in there. Yeah, okay, that didn't even have a glow before. Cool. I bet the top area got extra glow from that as well. These metal strips didn't have glow. Or these... Well, I mean, they still don't. Did these bits glow before on the edges? 10 to 0? Okay, they did. I didn't see anything there. Oh, we got some glow in there, though, around the edges. That's kind of nice. It's subtle, but I like it. Sick. Yeah, a lot of little glows around now. The subtle things, man. It's all those little things. This is what it looked like before. Or no, that was before, and now we got this. Bit of extra glowiness is always nice. In fact, I think I should probably crank that up a bit. There we go. Add a little bit of bloom to it. Cool. Cool. W. It's nice to see this too. Having this bit of cover goes a long way. These little extra details along the floor. Very subtle, but extremely nice to see. Everything just feels more covey, you know, more covenanty. Just, you know, open up Reach to check. Oh, I have done that many times, okay? Listen, yeah, I'm not allergic to Reach, man. I'm allergic to Halo 4. It's different. It's meaningfully different. Oh, I think we just got an extra glow here, too. Wait, no way. Oh, no, it's just been there. I don't know, man. It's so subtle, it's hard to tell. Don't blame me. I'm placeboed out. Last thing I want to check. All right? Can I feasibly add that one last little bit? Mod Reach. I will, in fact, Mod Reach. I'm going to be brave like that. And I think I'm going to Mod Reach at some point soon. Would love that, actually. Modding Reach sounds fun. Excellent, even. Perma-dirt on Reach. Oh, wait, I actually had to send Skaboodly Permafrost. I didn't have any time over the past couple days because I was really busy going to, like, dinners and running errands, and I went to a party and blah, blah, blah. I don't have any time to do any Halo modding. Okay, how much... One of these times 16... Oh, I could definitely add these little bits in. I should have done this ages ago. Before Oh, that's what's supposed to go in here. These thingies are supposed to be in here, and each one of these is... Yikes! A lot. I'm gonna get them, though. I bet they'll look cool. It kind of bothers me that, like, they've never been in. I removed them for the sake of optimization, but now we're at the stage where it just doesn't even matter anymore. Thank you for the 5 coax!
Wild idea that I have zero expectations for you to do.
Okay.
Change all the purple Covey stuff to Sacristan from CE prequel, so it's all white and gold.
I think that'd be kind of tricky to pull off. Only because it's kind of... These materials get shared a lot. I feel like that could be doable, though. That could be doable. Oh my god, I selected all this and then... Oh my god damn it. Okay, well, I'll just do this then. We'll put these all in a new collection. I won't do that now, obviously, because there's so many other things going on, but... that would be pretty cool to see. I really do like the new, like, cubby... golds and stuff. Okay, let's save our asset rip. Hide. Oh my god, never mind. Don't hide that. Well, it's probably going to be a lot of vertices, especially for these stupid-ass things in here that are way overly detailed for no reason at all. I might just say fuck it on these, because that's so many vertices that are barely ever going to be noticed. Why is it 2,000? I can only have, like... Okay, 4,000 verts total. These would need, like, their own multiple regions just to add them in. Meanwhile, these are fine. They're like 200 verts each. I could put all of these in a single region and still have plenty of room left over. But these fucking things here that you're only ever going to see on the inside of glass, barely. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. I'm gonna try it anyway, because there's literally nothing else that I could possibly want to add in. But still, bro, what the fuck? I have everything else in. Might as well put these in. Might as fucking well. And then I just have to copy over my active selection. All right, let's just do it, man. Fuck it. Fuck it. Ask ChatGPT to do this for you. I don't think that works the way you think it does. Grok. Add in everything I want. Do it perfectly. Make no mistakes. Let's do cursor to the exact position I want, which is going to be here. Let's set our reference point to the cursor and scale it up. Alright, now referencing the other spire bit here. This is supposed to be in here pretty good. A little bit of clipping on the edge side there, so we definitely need to go a bit more. As far as this, it needs to go down just a touch. There's a decent little gap. There's any clipping on the edge bit there? No, it actually floats off pretty comfortably with a little bit of a gap there. I think it might just need to be scaled up a little more. Just ever so slightly more like that. It looks about right. These aren't clipping through here, are they? Oh, those are pretty good. They're always kind of tucked in there. They're pretty deep in there. Yeah, man. This will probably look nice though. Probably be nice to have these. This was Cov, metal fuel tank metal, yeah. Fuel tank field, that's a new one I'm gonna need. Let's just do black. Dull ground light. Gray strip A. That's right, blue strip A and then gray strip A. Okay, materials are good. The problem is now that all of these together are about 32,000 verts, which is well over the limit of what I can actually put into a single region. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna grab all of these. These can easily be in their own region. These are really tiny detail pieces that are not going to cause a lot of trouble. So I can split these off into their own thing. That's a total of 2,800 verts. That's nothing. I can put that into the other extras group and it's fine. What should I call this? Extras. What did I call it before? It was ZZZ extras. Uh, 3-2. That's what we'll call it. And then we'll give it at the region extra 03, and that should be fine. I think we have plenty of space in there. Go ahead and parent this to our armature object, and we're going to put it inside the render collection. If we look here, in total, this region only has 6,000 verts, so that'll fit really comfortably in there. We don't even need an extra region for it. It's this shit that's the problem. 29,000 verts for a tiny detail that we're like never gonna see is hurting my brain a little bit. That might be okay. We compare that where they have like a tiny little bit of clipping through the floor just to reference this. They actually don't even clip through the floor, but they go up a little bit more than that. Like to there. That looks pretty nice. And they don't clip through anything anymore. I don't think it's worth it to even have these things. In complete honesty. Delete every other edge. I, like, low-key am about to do that, because this is atrocious. Let me give this a name first. ZZZ extras 04. Put this in here. I can't even set the regions correctly for this. I'm going to hide everything else so we can get a good look at this. Is there anything I can do to optimize these guys down? Because this is ridiculous. I know it needs a lot of these vertices so that the textures can display correctly, but I just look at these little things and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Why? 128 edges and 50 vertices for this tiny little square is disgusting. That's disgusting. I think if I split this entire thing in half, it would still take up 2 entire regions, which I don't even know if I have. And yet I'm going to try it anyway. Split them up, 4 and 4. Split it. If I can't have these, then I can't have these. That's really not the biggest deal at all, and I'll just straight up remove them, but I'd like to at least try. Assign them to the region. Default extra 04, assign. And then this one's good, right? Extra 03. Here it is. No, it's not. Default extra 03. Okay, we unhide all that. Get our random collision extra. Delete that. Let's see if it works. Really just going to come down to whether or not I split those up as effectively as I otherwise could have. Straight up might not even work. These are simple cylinders. Yeah, the only reason I don't want to mess with it is because the cylinders themselves were kind of designed in a really specific way using the texture set. That's not what I meant to do. They're using a specific texture set, and they're designed to keep the textures looking like really, really good. They're mapped, and the reason they have so many polys is because of the way that Bungie like mapped stuff onto them. We'll see though. I might be able to get like basically the equivalent visual gain by doing exactly what you said, just a cylinder with some generic like texture on it instead. I kind of want to open reach and see what this looks like, because realistically it doesn't need all this detail. A cylinder with some generic Covenant tech textures will probably give the exact same effect. It's your birthquake today. Let's go! Happy birthday. Oh, it actually worked. Well, if I ever need more space for the bottom part, then I'll probably go ahead and add that in. Dude, I literally can't even see it. There's nothing here. I think I parented it. No wonder I didn't have any issues. Yep. Well, the other half worked at least. Somewhere, wherever they are. Here. Not here. Apparently none of them worked. Fire bottom draft. Bro, what? The wall thingies even import? Oh, the wall thingies imported. Those look good. Okay, for their crunchy, broken normals, they look nice. It's a good little extra bit of detail. I'll take it. I'll take it. But the other parts didn't import. And they probably won't. I just wanted to see what they would look like, because if they imported successfully, then I would just be like, you know what, that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and make a basic cylinder that looks functionally identical. Those stupid cylinders don't even do anything. They probably, yeah, I'm just hoping they have like a nice glow. And if they have a nice glow with a certain pattern to them, I'm just going to be like, sure, I'm going to recreate that glowy pattern. Because on the top of the spire and in other places down here, there's already glass with stuff that glows behind it. Like underneath here, for example, you can see these subtle blue glows going on behind things. Same for back here. Again, very subtle to the point where it really doesn't even matter. I would just shove this tech texture onto a cylinder and probably get the exact same visual. In Reach, it's probably relatively important to have the good-looking stuff back here because I think the glass is more see-through in Reach than it actually renders here in Halo 3. So in that case, I'm like, sure, I could understand that. In fact, let's open up Reach. Let's open up... Oh, man, what is the... Let's just open the campaign mission. Fuck it. M45. No, that's not an M35. Up Aspire. We'll let that run in the background. Yeah, this one is... Oh, yeah, wait, too many regions now. Literally can't even do it. Also don't have the fuel tank field shader. I'll just say screw it and do my own then. Cylinder time. Okay, let's do... I'm going to just leave one single one of these in real quickly. And as reference, I'm going to make a super optimized cylinder in its place. Let's do cursor to selected. I'll add in a cylinder with like 32 sides. I don't even need to go that hard. Let's do like 16 sides, right? We'll expand the cylinder like so. Move it down. Okay, hide that. Move this to the top. I want to cut in the cylinder about here. Another one here. Another one. Another one here. I don't need all of these cuts, so I'll just do like... So that one goes there. There. Hold on, let me rethink this, because that is like the major shape there. I'll grab the cuts for the major shape down here. It's like that. That. Do another major cut like there to... say like there, a little mini cut. Do like that to that. Top of this isn't even visually seen, so we'll just keep this nice and simple. Boom. Oh, you know what? I missed a cut here. Again, this is going to be like an absurdly optimized version of what was already there. It's not going to look as good inevitably, but like I think it'll be good enough. God damn it. Again, all right, that. That. Do I add more cuts in, or is that honestly just fine? 192 verts. I could add in a couple more cuts, add a little bit more detail, and I think that's fine. A little bit more here, a little bit more here. La 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 la, so fun. You know what? I don't even need all that. Fuck it. This is good enough. Bro. Let me select my fucking new cylinder, please. Jesus Christ. Good enough. Alright, let's mark our seam. Delete the top and bottom, because we definitely don't need those fucking up our UV map. And now we're just going to do a simple unwrap. Like so. Let's grab the edges all around this thing. We do straighten. Let's do top and bottom instead. And then maybe we can do a second straighten after. Kind of clean this up a little. Doesn't have to be perfect. Not bad. Let's just keep doing straightens until we get something a little nicer. Okay, wait, we're getting somewhere. We're cooking. Yeah, I think that might be the best we get. Fuck it. I'm happy with that. Alright. Shade smooth. Throw a couple of sharps in here. Like it. Looks good. Projected verts. Yeah, I know. Loving this blender stream. Loving it. Put our cursor... Oh, fuck, our cursor's over here now. This. That's fire bottom. Wait a minute. I've been doing this in the wrong one. No. Okay, there, then here, then here. Got it. Holy man. Starting to lose my mind a little bit. Alright, we want our cursor to go here. We want it to go here, and lastly here. Oh, this one doesn't matter as much. Then when it comes to editing this now, that is the completely wrong position. What is happening? Okay, no, it's the right position. So, now we're going to edit mode. Duplicates. Switch our mode to that. Duplicates. Rotate that. What is it? 40 degrees? Yeah. Rotate Z 40. Duplicate, rotate Z 50. Good. Duplicate, rotate Z 40. Duplicate, rotate Z 50. And then lastly, one more. Okay, those look pretty good. There might be a little bit of clipping here and there. No? Okay, it might have just been a selection thing. Yeah, it just looks like it's the... Okay, cool. I did it. Holy, dude. Don't have to deal with all that crap. I'm pretty sure I just need the nice material on it that I like for, like, the interior wall parts. Hidden away back, like, behind the glass here. These bits are called Cov Metal Dark Tech. Yeah, so we're just going to assign Cov Metal Dark Tech to our little bits. Here. Moved. Unused. Add new. Cov Dark Tech. Move that. Lovely. Let's put it in. We won? Goddamn right. What are those things? They're little techy bits that are supposed to go inside the glass areas here. I removed the reach ones that were supposed to be in there, and those things were disgustingly detailed, so we're doing a shitty low poly glowy tech version instead that's going to go in there. It should look a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. I was trying to do the full fat high detail ones that Reach had, and I didn't like them. We got these cool little bits out of it as well. What else? We got new little covery bits. The spire. We've got these little lines that are going through here. We got some extra detail going on the elevators with these little bits here. We've honestly upgraded the shit out of this lower base today. There's some things I want to do on the upper spire too. It basically, like, when I first made the spire, I just wanted to cut out a bunch of different stuff that I didn't need, and now I'm like, well, now that we're at the end of it, might as well just add in the maximum amount of detail to the spire. For the bottom, I think we have the full detail version of this now. Like, I basically don't have any removed objects. We have the fullest, highest detail version of the spire at this point. Has someone's modding campaign evolved to this? Fairly different. There's some similarities, right? Like, if you're modifying some stuff, and like, you know, you don't get to modify anything visually the same way, but everything like code-wise when it comes to like changing damage values, movement speed, projectile swaps, stuff like that all works pretty good. Oh, hey, that's pretty nice actually. Super dark to the point where you can't fucking see anything in here, but not too bad. You can see like the tech stuff in there. It looks pretty cool. My question is, what does it look like in Reach? Because in Reach, it's like it would be pretty important to know. Switch zone set to the spire. Forgot transparency thing. Honestly valid. I think in Reach the transparency is a lot more prominent. Yeah, it actually looks very similar. Subtle enough that it's like, why the fuck do they even need it? I guess there's like cool glowy plasma in there to make it look kind of like a tank, but yeah, whatever. I kind of want to add these cool console stations in, since we can technically do it. I don't know how much I can really get away with in terms of this, because we don't have these consoles at all. They're like just completely not present on my version of Spire. I think it's the only thing that the lower Spire doesn't have. Instead, these areas are just completely empty. Whereas, you know, Reach has like actual console devices here. I could add like a simplified version of them, presumably, but that's literally the only thing that we don't have that Reach has. Everything else I think is good to go. These are illuminated. Are they illuminated in my version? Okay, yeah, they are. Yeah, that's literally it. Holograms are nice, but I don't think it's critical. I don't think it's critical either. But, oh, look, dude. See, Reach has fixed this. The way that they render their detail normals is super good. Look how clean that is. Then you look at mine in Halo 3, and Halo 3's got that bug where detail normals flip. A shame. A damn shame. Holograms are sick looking, right? I can definitely add the holograms themselves, but if I can't add the little base structure that goes with the holograms, then I won't even want them. I'll give it a try, though. I'll give it a try. I feel like the Reach Spire looks so visually weak. It's like basically not even there. It's so subtle, you can see through it super easily. Then you look at mine and it's like very Halo 3, much more prominent visually, which I like. I prefer mine now, which is crazy because it's not the true version. This is all that Reach has over me, and I can literally add this now. Not even a big deal. Not even a big deal. Let's give it a try. Let's do that last part very quickly. I think it'll be a nice bit of detail. I'm a little bit disappointed I can't see the stuff in there as much as I wanted to, but whatevs. But it's leaky. A lot of things in life are leaky. Just be like that. Oh, you know what? I never even looked into these, did I? Oh, no, I did. Yeah, Yeah, these are fine. I just need to fix the top part so they match up a little nicer. But yeah, let's see. Holograms. Holograms are pretty simple. Relatively cheap. 390 vertices each. We could put 20 of them in total, and we only need 8. As for these structures, oof. Yeah, they're a little bit denser, aren't they? Mine is nothing. It's just completely flat in here. Oh, this is why I cut it out. Yeah, it's a super detailed structure. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna add these in after all. There's a lot going on here, and they're all very dense and complex. If I wanted to look at the full fat structure that goes in here, oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. I remember now why I didn't add all of this in. Like, this structure on its own would be nice, but it's like... that on its own would fill an entire region for everything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a no on the hologram structure. This thing would be nice to have, but then I would probably want this back panel as well, which is also gonna be like a fuck ton. And then this thing back here is also gonna be a ton. I would want this. Like, these together would already be quite a bit. I don't think I could get away with this, I'm afraid. Looks good, though. Looks nice. There's another one of these giant fucking ultra detailed connector pieces that you literally can't even notice. I'll pass on that. Nobody's ever complained about this area being too empty, so I think it's fine. I already have a decent texture. Looks pretty good! I upgraded this stuff and it looks hella nice. I got around to playing the Mona Lisa mod. Cutscenes are really good. I don't know what that is, to be honest, but... No, somebody mentioned that, actually. The other stream, didn't they? Mona Lisa mod. And so far, all this stuff looks pretty damn good, man. I can't complain. I'm liking this. Really wanted to not spend another entire stream polishing up the spire when there's a bunch of little bugs and tweaks that I need to work on. But we did anyway. Yay! It's nice, though. I'm glad we got some more detail out of all this. I want to poke around at the top spire for a second. Since we've gone through and seen mostly everything added successfully to the bottom spire, and we're already doing all this shit, might as well poke around at the top spire, right? Fuck it. Last Permafrost stream? No, it's not gonna be the last. We're gonna have a couple more at least. At least a couple more. Spire top, BSP. This is probably gonna have, like, everything. Or no, did I already crunch this one down? Yeah, I already crunched this one down. Damn. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be more panels up on the ceiling. Yeah, this is definitely crunched down. Because I was adding temporary collision. This was already imported into the game. What about this? Maybe this has, like, everything? Oh my god, this has nothing. Absolutely not, no. I don't even know if I have a version of the Spire with everything in it. Thank you for the 5, Lord Hades. Appreciate it.
Couldn't you use the control panel from the top of the spire to use around the bottom like you said you were wanting to?
Oh yeah, I could. I could put the holograms in too. The problem isn't that the holograms take up too much on their own. It's that the structure that the holograms would be placed on is like a whole 3D modeled thing that has like a whole connecting piece and fills up the entire space in here. And if I wanted to put the holograms, they would need to be placed on something, and then that thing is the problem that they would be placed on. Holograms on their own or whatever. Damn, I actually don't have the full fat spire in here anywhere. The only spire files I have are the oldest spire top, then the BSP versions afterwards. That's a shame. Let's take a look at the Halo Reach one real fast. The spire top. It has... Oh, actually, these are open. They do have a couple of extra panels, but for the most part, everything in here is basically what I have in-game. I'm kind of shocked by that. Did I remove any of these things in my spire by chance, or are these also just, like, good? Oh yeah, I have these in here. Damn, what did I even remove? This all looks so clean and, like... I think I have everything. We got those pipes up there. We got these little bits added back in. Damn, dude, I think I have, like, everything. Oh, these are actually purple? I never knew. They look so silvery. Those parts in the ceiling, presumably. Yeah. Never mind, dude. I think I got, like, everything I would ever need from this. We're good. We're good. Cool. Alright. Spire's maxed out. Feels good. Is he creeping again? I'm always creeping. But no, I was actually polishing up the spire. I added some of the remaining details that were keeping the spire from looking good. We got these little bits right here. Build in the internals on these glass parts. Added the barricades that are actually supposed to be here. And got a little bit of extra detailing added to the elevators here in the form of these little machiny bits coming out. So far, so good. So far, so good. Add Biolante. The mod will literally suck if you don't. That's true. I should add Biolante, and then in the sequel mod, I should add Space Godzilla. I like the way you think, Skaboodly. I like the way you think. I think I'm just going to add a little FX thing right here at the bottom of the base of the spire. Very similar to how the top has the nice little grav lift effect. I think that would be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. Give that a go. Top of the spire uses a marker called... I just called it FX_lift. Let's add that to the bottom. Why not? Did I ever update the teleporter? Yeah, the Forerunner one. The Forerunner one is now a Covenant one. Basically a mini version of the big vehicle teleporter I have over here. So yeah, now we got a little Covey-themed teleporter that can take you over to the side base. And the teleporter fully works. We tested it in-game. It was excellent. I don't think I have any markers on this thing, man. That's some markers. I will empty arrows object. We'll call it FX. Lift. Excuse me. Do our relations. Object properties. Name override FX lift. Scale it up 100 so we can actually see it. And just place it generally within the lift right here. Why is it moving so weirdly? It has no... Just because it's scaled? I don't know, but I don't also care, so fuck it. Oh, it's because it's not on the median point. That's why it was moving so weird. Okay, yeah, there we go. Guess we can rotate it like that. Fuck it, why not? Okay, spire bottom looks good. Let me just double check that the X is the axis I want up. Yeah, it is. X wants to go up, and then Z goes forward. Sick. Duplicate it. Oh, actually, before I duplicate it, let's attach it to the main armature bone. Yeah, good. Duplicate this, move it over here. Like so, rotate it 180 degrees. I think we're good to go. We can put the effect on there and it should look nice. I might have to reposition it like up and down, but should be good. Don't do hidden, don't do physics or collision, just give me render geometry, please, and thank you. But yeah. Screw it, add a third spire. Well, guess we gotta rebuild the entire mod around a third spire. Put it right in the middle of the crevice. Oh my god, that's crazy. New stream overlay. Holy. How does he do it, man? How does he do it? I haven't had to use it yet because I haven't stood up in 3 hours. I've been here locked in the entire time. Oh. It's about time the UNSC has a teleporter. Yeah, I mean, they've always been Forerunner teleporters. Well, in Halo 1, they kind of had UNSC teleporters, but they're just multiplayer teleporters. I miss the days of Halo 1 when they could make a UNSC map with a bunch of teleporters on it, and nobody cared about the fucking lore implications because who fucking cares? It's just a fun map with a fun theme. Those were the days. Did I already import it? I don't know, but let's try. Got our spire top. Not to create the scenery. That's going to have our objects on it. Spire lift. Copy that attachment. Go to our spire bottom. Scenery. Got a core light. Does it? There's no FX core, so it doesn't. Spire lift out effect. Yeah, I don't think I actually imported it. Containment was asked. I loved containment. How dare you? How dare you? Plasma doesn't melt Covenant beams. Oh yeah? Then how did the Spire go down on Reach? The doorway's actually in Halo 3. The doorways. Which ones? Lord Hades, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it.
Did the Scarab issues ever get fixed?
Pretty well, yeah. I did a test the last game night that we did. I just Hail Married my Scarab fixes, hoping they would work. They did work. The Scarab is still a little jittery, but it does work. The fixed animations that reduce the speed at which it can turn and walk, which caused the most jitter, actually applied. So the Scarabs, again, still a little jittery, but because they can't turn super fast anymore, they look much better. I was so happy to see that that finally worked. I was lying to you. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck, though, so it's cool. Your mom. Okay, do these markers work? Bro, what? Shouldn't that have just worked? Markers? Hello? Fire butts. Name override. FX lift. Parented to the object. FX lift. Render. Markers. Good. What? Hello? Fire bottom, scenery, FX lift, primary scale, on. They planted fusion coils in the spires. We don't know that for sure. It's funny because I did everything right and then it didn't work. Isn't that crazy how sometimes things just decide they don't want to work? That's so cool. I really love that. Where's the markers? Oh, right here. Render model markers. Oh. Oh. That's awesome. 1054. Oh. Apparently I just completely did everything out of order and wasn't paying attention the entire time. It'll work now. I think Lord Hood orchestrated the Spire collapse. I don't know. Somebody did say they planted some fusion coils in there overnight. And, you know, there's some, you know, cursory evidence that Mac rounds can't even melt Covenant beams. So, I don't know, dude. I don't know what caused the Spire collapse. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. The Covenant were attacking Reach. Maybe Lord Hood did orchestrate the Covenant Spire collapse. I don't know. I saw them, the dancing brutes on the rooftops. Thus, man, you never know. Okay, we got some effects down here now. Damn, they're way more subtle than I was hoping they'd be, but they do look nice. Why do those particles have no fading whatsoever on them? Does not look good. Hey, it's something. I'll take it. I'll take it. I think the last thing the Spire needs is just to make sure that the big plasma tubes actually go up. But unfortunately, no matter what I do, I can't seem to export the super simple blend file of the Spire tubes, of the Spire lifts. They just don't work anymore. They blow up. This really simple blend file right here doesn't work. Let's do this, dude. Let's export our new Spire Grav Lift update. Let's see what happens. Error! Error! Awesome. So cool. Love that. Haven't even changed it. Haven't touched it in months. It doesn't work. Nothing about it works, actually. Delete the render model. Export. Still doesn't work. Delete the collision and the physics. Let's go ahead and export this again. Still error. Literally just completely broken. For no reason at all. Doesn't make any sense. I literally just have to accept that this is broken, save this, do a brand new blend file, and append the entire thing in. Actually just bugged. Maybe we can export it now? Nope. The fuck does this even mean? Is it the markers? Or the fucking... Are the markers broken? Like, explain this shit to me, man. Physics go to the default top region. Collision is default plasma. If I just remove all the regions... Why does this thing even have regions, dude? There doesn't even need to be regions, I'm pretty sure. We just get rid of all of them. Maybe the regions are broken somehow. Oh, great. It was the regions the whole time? Excellent, dude. Well, whatever. Take the visuals and the collision. We're just going to expand them like that, so there's plenty of extra wiggle room. And then I can just reposition them in-game, and everything will be fine, and I can stop crying every single day that this doesn't work. Lovely. We want Spire lift. Delete all that. Boom, boom, boom. All our new stuff in. Lift. Object. Bulk re-import everything. It'll become really tall and overextend way up, like so. And we just need to take it and move it down, and then we never have to worry about this again. One more time. Yeah, now they're probably, yeah, they're cut off very, very soon. What did I just do? Wrong one. Two. And we just need to move the z-axis down until it stops clipping horribly. Is that fine? I think that's fine. Wait, so that's off to the side. Is it off to the side here too? Really? They just don't match up all that well. I didn't place them perfectly. Oh, good enough. Anyway, let's go fix the other spire lift, and then we're finally done with this curse. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Oh, finally, dude. Yeah, it clips through the floor super far, but as long as nobody can see that, I just don't even care. Is this supposed to glow? I feel like this is definitely supposed to glow, and it's just definitely not. It still functions. Sick. Sick. Yeah, this looks pretty sick, dude. Everything in here looks great. The spire is done. Most of the work we did on the spire today wasn't even written down on the list, but at least one part was, which is the easy quick fix for where my spire stuff is over here. I don't know which one it is. It's probably this one? Oh, that's my shorts list. That's the help document. That's really old version, actually. Where the fuck? Oh, here. The easy one. That should have been way easier. Extend spire lifts. Done. Done. God. Platoon's variable. Okay, so rant with a chef hat. That's another one we need very badly. Spires are fucking done, dude. Oh. Justice 4 shade. What do you mean? We have our Halo Reach shades in here. They're team colors, no less. I'm just going to walk around and explore the spire for a second here. Wish I had my controller with me, but I left it downstairs, so unluckily for me, I don't get that. But here is the experience of the spire right now. You walk in, it's pretty clean looking, all things considered. Got your illuminated lights and things looking pretty good. Still giving off nice amounts of bloom. I think they might actually still have a little bit of self-shadowing or something on them, but for the most part, they're fine. Walking around, you can see the light shining into the doorways. Not as good as baked lighting, but damn good nonetheless. Lick. What? The walls. The walls are missing an entire object. What the fuck? I turned them off on accident. Oops! My bad. Trying to enjoy the spire until I realized the walls were naked. Ew. Is this a Skaboodly stream? It's a 3-hour rejected stream. Macworld Spectre, so you're leaving us soon? When did I ever even say that? I just want to see these walls so I can explore my spire again. Any day now. It said it's a 3-hour stream. Well, now it is, because we've hit 3 hours and the Halo Wars music kicked in. Wait for it. What? So you're leaving us. That's lit. You're just reading into it, Sid. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. Now we explored the spire correctly this time. Oh, all the details. It's so lovely. The shading. Oh my god. Look at that. You walk out there. It's so pretty. You come over here. Oh my god. There's cover and stuff now. Amazing. Now it's going to be the geometry of the spire. Yeah, whatevs. Too hard to change. This is part of the map. Maybe would be possible. Maybe. It's just, it's so snowy that it's going into the spire. That's just how snowy it is. We haven't even gotten to Biolante's first form. That's true. We're behind. Oh, this all looks so nice in here. Go up here. Up. Oh my god, it all looks so good. Everything's so tastefully done. I don't know what Zophie did to the reflections and how they're calculated, but the reflections on the glass look so much better now compared to like the issues they were having before. It's so nice. It's so nice. Low-key about to go in and fix up the normals on the glass. It's killing me, dude. It's fucking killing me. I really didn't want to, but the way they look is so whack. They're all twisted and fucked up. I think I know how to fix them now, too. Another project of mine had me looking more into the way that normals are calculated on things like glass. Right now, I believe they have custom normal split, but as you can see, not exactly ideal. Once they go in game, they look a bit funky. Like, theoretically, they should be fine, but they're just not. Like, if I'm not gonna do this, but if I clear normal split, they just look a bit whack, man. A bit weird. Do normal Presumably this covers all the glass. Yeah, it does. At least on this object. But okay, here's my idea, right? Let's take a look. We can see how the shading is going to be affected because we can kind of see the weird shading here with like the triangulation and stuff right there. Let's do this real fast. Normal. Smooth the normal vectors a lot. Like a lot. That's not helping at all. Whatever, maybe I just give up. I guess there's only so much I can do when the triangulation is that brutal. Never mind. It's good enough. I don't think anyone's gonna give much of a shit. Look at me anyway. It's so good! Alright, Spire looks excellent. I'm gonna stretch my legs real quick because I've been literally sitting here in this chair nonstop for like 3 hours. Give me just a minute. Can appreciate all the new Spire details here. I'll be right back. I can finally use this. Alrighty. I'm back. Quick stretch. Let's see, we got the Spire done. Dude, I feel so good about the Spire, too. A lot of it still comes from Zophie shaders, but like I'm kind of like enjoying the moment where it looks as nice as it does. Thankfully, or sadly, we have still a ton more small things to add in. I say we do the Halo 3 rat. I say we do the Halo 3 rat with the chef hat. We need him. We need him real bad. Sound scenery optional. Grass not optional. We gotta get that. Retexture. I suppose we could do that. That's a pretty easy one. Vehicles tracking. Boring, but necessary. I'll do this off stream because that's going to require a bunch of testing. Add elites and other vehicle animations. There are some edge cases I need to be sure of. Spire. Oh, we do need to adjust the Spire animation a little. Oddball spawns. Didn't test it. Change weapon icons. Yeah. Like grabbing marker, light of judgment. That's easy. Hard color. Yeah, right. Everything's so easy and quick. I should just start doing them. Let's do the Halo 3 rat. That seems like it's objectively the most important one. Which means we need to first export the Halo 3 rat. Where is the Halo 3 rat? Characters, ambient life. Rat. There he is. I found him. Extract, import, info. Let's grab the rat. Rat.render model. Beautiful. Let's get the collision. Does he? Oh my god, he has a physics model too? Ain't no way. I hope it crashes the map. What the fuck, dude? Okay, here's our rat.shader. We'll take it into objects, levels, multi, huge towers. Put it right next to the cheese, the rat. And we gotta make a rat folder for him too, for when we import him. Beautiful. All right, let's put the rat into Blender. We got the rat shader. Let's get our rat in. I think he's gonna be under like his main folder, right? Objects, characters, ambient life, rat. There he is. There he is. Where's Foundry? Oh, Foundry's not enabled on this version. Probably for the best. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. Okay, now we gotta get the rest of his model in. Bro, look at his physics model. Look at the rat physics model. He's perfect. Why is it such a detailed cylinder? Collision model's a little cube. I need this cube to be his physics model, realistically. Base rat, dude. They even gave him his own region. That's awesome. Now let's delete his crappy physics model. Give him an actual one. Spawn front, spawn back, brother. Oh, right, because the rat dies into pieces. He's beautiful, though. Look at him. He's sniffing for cheese, man. You gotta love it. Good looking little dude. Got paid to make this. Thank God they did. He's beautiful. Now we need to give him a chef hat, though. That should be pretty easy. I'm going to model it straight onto him because I'm just crazy like that. Really bare bones cylinder with maybe like 10 verts. We need, you know, we need our reference. We need our concept art. Bro, it's literally an octagon. It's literally an octagon. This is the chef hat item. You can count the vertices on it. This is the actual in-game item. Okay. It comes out, and then it goes back in. Oh my, custom model challenge, impossible. Well, the rat's so small, I gotta increase my view distance. For a RuneScape, goddamn right. Expand it out. Expand it back up. Bring it back to its standard size. I think we have to offset it to the side a little like that. Oh, that's beautiful. Up, out, and then the side, the extra side that expands out also kind of like flops over a little. Like out, pretty far. Let's do that. We go like boom. Oh, boom. Good with that. Boom. Shade it smooth, obviously. He's got the RuneScape chef hat. That's crazy. Is it lopsided on top? A little wonky a little bit? Not really, to be honest. I give this its own material now. Chef hat. Beautiful. I love it. He's a little chef man. Little chef hat rat. You know what? I love RuneScape. But I think a little extra detail on the chef hat is going to go a long way. Let's do like this, you know? A little bit of wonkiness to it. A little sideways. It's amazing. Incredible. Truly something special. Right, our chef rat is ready. What was he cooking? Ratatouille. We have saved our rat dot blend. Now we must export him into the game. Guys, this is one of the most challenging things I've ever modeled in my entire life. This is a feature I never thought we would have in Permafrost, and frankly, I'm just extremely excited that we finally have the ability to make something like this, to make it real. I just didn't see this as within scope of the map, but yet here we are, actually adding it into the game properly. I'm feeling really excited. I feel like this expands the scope of the mod overall. I think it adds a lot of big potential. I think people are going to see this feature and they're going to think it's the best thing they've ever seen. Davy Jones, thank you for the 2!
They're in the walls. They're closing in. 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 They're in the walls. They're closing in.
Go. Gonna make the hat white, of course. I'm not just gonna put the rat texture on it. It'll look like he's just got a long forehead. When did you add that? Today! Since I didn't stream yesterday, I figured might as well add that. We need a new shader though. Sure, as rat dot shader becomes chef hat dot shader. Let's re-import our boy. Unfortunately, OBS has a long-standing bug where it like glitches out and it has like a frame twitch. Apparently somebody figured out a way to fix it through like a hacky fix, so I gotta do that later. Otherwise it's gonna keep looking like shit. Shout out OBS. The bug has been reported for over 5 years now, and multiple pull requests to fix it that have been verified to work have been there, and they just haven't added it. It's fine. Wait, before I even spawn him in, we gotta fix his chef hat. Alright, I think it's good. Oh my god, he's incredible. Oh my god, he's incredible. Why is he pitch black? Hello? Why? You need a material model? Brother, what's happening? The rat texture's right there. Fine. Thank you for the 2! Halo Rat!
I'm a feature creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing in here? I don't belong here.
You belong here. I decided you belong here, so you belong here. Oh, fell over and died. Why doesn't have any textures. Why? Why? Think of the two, David and Jones, virtual world effects.
Put the Halo 3 rat in Halo 3.
I mean, it was a tall ask. It was a tall order to be sure, but you know, it was possible. You know, through science and technology, I have been able to successfully add it in. Technology and science together really expand the possibilities of what Halo 3 has to offer. Rats change. Why is he 2 change color? What if he's just default? So he's okay. There we go. He's beautiful. I love him. Look at him. He wishes for the cheese. Wishes for it. He wishes for the cheese. You would be so proud. I would imagine. I'd like to think so. The best feature I've ever added. Incredible no notes. Thank you. No! I couldn't watch. I couldn't watch. I couldn't bear to see the rest. I think Permafrost is done, guys. I mean, if you think about it, it basically is. The only thing that I really need to do is paint grass. Fix the textures on, like, 5 forge objects. Everything else works basically flawlessly. Add Halo 3 rat with chef hat. Done. Beautiful. Truly. This is a very special moment. Very happy. Spire got massive upgrades. We got the Halo 3 rat with the chef hat. Thank you for the 2 modded lamer.
Is that feature creep? I'm going to complain creep.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I'm tired of you making this map so much cooler every stream.
Well,
you need
happens.
to just no, is that a scorpion? Oh, ow, ow,
Ow, ow, ow. So you said scorpion, and all I could think of was like an actual real-life scorpion for a second, because I heard that it's scorpion season here in Texas, and I am truly disturbed. But, I do be like that. Thank you for the 2, Davy Jones. Appreciate it, man.
Make the Arbiter an elite and add a tank and call it the Scorpion or something.
What?
Also, you should put ammo in the guns or whatever and like give the main character like robot armor and make it green, or like have there be an army or something fighting aliens.
Well, I think aliens are out of scope for Halo. Adding in aliens, of all things, is kind of weird. Like, aliens aren't even real in real life, so putting it into a franchise like Halo that's so realistic just seems kind of off, you know? I don't really think that's a very good idea, personally. Like, you know, not to judge, but aliens in Halo is just kind of out there. You know, might as well add, like, Sonic the Hedgehog, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of fucking weird. My god, having the illumination maps not be dulled by the shadow pass. Oh! Oh! How would aliens affect the lore? Exactly. What do you want to put, like, gray aliens with the big black eyes in? Like, what the fuck? That's weird. Doesn't even make sense. Makes no fucking sense. People's suggestions, man, sometimes are just so weird and out there. Think. Thank you for the 5, or the 2, Davey.
Put LeBron James in Halo 3.
Okay, finally a fucking sensible idea, dude. Like, you've been suggesting weird shit like aliens out here. Yeah, we could add LeBron. Like, that's not a big deal. That's like, actually, like, that works for the lore, but... Birds from Guardian. I guess I could. Some quad wings would be kind of random, but it's possible, I suppose. I'd love to make a Guardian Forest themed map at some point. That'd be just fun to explore what's doable with that. Because everything you would ever need to build a full Guardian Forest map, for the most part, already exists in the multiplayer map Guardian. Of course, you'd have to, like, make some custom stuff, but, like, the textures and stuff already exist. Thank you for the 2, Lord 80s.
Sonic is real. He's living in James Marsden's house.
To be honest, I have no fucking clue who that is, but... Oh, he's the actor. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. And how he's getting sucked into Fortnite, I think. W, it's about time. Thank you for the 2, Davey.
Add Charlie Kirk to the credits.
What? What? Just slightly make every, like, human face in every one of my mods look just ever so slightly like Charlie Kirk. Was that meme that, like, his face appears so much that, like, AI models have been, like, poisoned and every human you generate with them looks ever so slightly like Charlie Kirk? I think that's so funny. What else? What else? Anything? We got the good. You know what, dude? Let's do like 5 minutes of grass painting. Let's do 5 minutes of grass painting. It needs to be done. Make a slight progress. There's only a little bit more grass. Do it a little bit more, dude. So we touch a little bit of grass. Some grass. You know, like, I don't think I added much grass over here. No, I got a little bit of grass over here. It's good. It's just so bright you couldn't even see it. Okay. Put the lawn care. The lawn care goes a long way, you know? A little bit here. A little bit around here. See, that's nice. It's tasteful. It's a good amount. A bit of grass. I really like a little bit of grass. Very lovely. Very lovely. So nice. So tasteful. You guys like that? Some nice grass. Put some grass. And thank you for the 2, David. David.
Hey, I DM'd you 2 things. Can you show the stream? The second pick is a very rough slap comp thing I just threw together, but it's not final at all, so don't judge it too hard.
What? Okay, first of all, what the fuck is this? Go ahead. I'm glistening. The fuck is this shit? Why does he have the Halo 2 Collector's Edition? Whoa, wait, this is actually sick. The Strato, a destroyed Covenant capital ship. Damn! Right over the ring? That is a fucking sick composition, dude. Looks like the Strato's just, like, aura farming after having ripped the Covenant capital ship to shreds. Damn, that's cool. That's such a sick shot. Honestly, and I love, like, the dust cloud and everything around it. Peak use of that shot of the ring, actually. That's so sick, dude. That is so damn sick. And it's the new Strato, no less. Oh, it's so good! Calm down. Save some talent for the rest of us. Actually. That is so clean. So fucking clean. I know it's a work in progress or whatever, but, like, I can barely tell what's a work in progress about it for how good it looks. God damn. God damn! Me when I'm unable to stop myself from glazing Davy Jones. Okay, the center area completed. Well, the center side area. But I said it's a rough and slap combat has like 10 other ways. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. But it looks insanely cool. Do Stratos appear in the books at all? That's a great question. Probably. Considering they appeared in Halo Legends, if they didn't appear in the books, I'd be more surprised than anything, honestly. Books be using all the good stuff. The books always use like the coolest parts of the Halo lore that the games never get. If they weren't in there, I'd be shocked. Yeah, I'm painting this grass in the worst way possible. I'm just doing it so arbitrarily. I'm never gonna have a clean map of what I've painted and what I haven't. I think I'm just like insanely hungry right now. I think I gotta go grab myself some food, guys. I'm fucking starving my ass off right now. You know what? I think I could eat and be satisfied with the work that we've accomplished today. And then we could just do more tomorrow. Huge. Wait, what is this? Why is this so bright? Why is this material so fucking shiny? You know what? I don't really care. I just realized I just don't really give a fuck. It looks so good. Look at all the new details and stuff, man. The cover. Fixed so many bugs and made it so clean. New collision. It's fucking so good. All right, I think this is the time when I hop off, guys. I think we can save the rest of the stuff for tomorrow. I would say, based on my estimations right now and looking at the list of everything we have, probably be done with all of this in the next, like, 2-3 days. I'm just going to start grinding out this list. Now that I'm pretty satisfied with everything here, we'll probably grind this out in the next 2 days. Davy Jones! Thank you for the 2, man. Brought us up to 30 on the daily tip goal.
That happened in Halo, like the Forerunners, the Human Covenant War, the Flood, the Rings, all of it. What if the whole things is just inside a video game?
Like simulation theory? You're saying like it didn't actually happen? Like the books aren't actually real? I don't know. You know, simulation theory is pretty out there. It's pretty out there. I can't say. Can't say for sure. You know, it's up to the physicists. You know, they say simulation seems likely, but who knows, man? Who knows? Is the Covenant War fake? And it's just in a video game? I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. War games, I don't know. Don't get me started. Not 343 era lore where everything's a part of the books. Even multiplayer. I don't have time for that. But I will have time for it tomorrow. So, I'm out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you had a fun time. I'm going to be live a lot earlier tomorrow. I was like 2 hours late today because I was doing a bunch of shit. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful rest of your night, y'all. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye!